How you doing, guys? Gentlemen, Derek's reporting here live from Vienna, Austria. If you can hear me, give a quick shout out of where you're from right now. It's 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. That's fucking dedication to the pimpin', gentlemen. Pimp hand is strong. If you can hear me well, type in the city that you're coming from. Perhaps type in your penis length, centimeters, meters, yards, miles, kilometers, inches, whatever's good for you. We got some other boys in Vienna here. What up, Yannick? Denver, New York. What's up, guys? Love it. All right. 17 meters. What we got? So 6 inches. You poor bastard. 5 miles. That's more like who's got 5 miles? Who's there with 5 miles up there? A lot of 12 inchers. Huge. Huge. They're from Texas. They're huge. It's a red state. Huge. Huge. Hey, what's up? Look, today I want to chat with you guys. Several things, really. Several things. But serious note, we got to talk about some principles. And, the reason I'm bringing alumni together, I want to talk about principles. I want to talk about legacy. And I really want to help you guys get a few things in order of a lot of things are changing right now. A lot of you already know that RSD is doing a lot of things differently. The RSD is going to do a lot more self-help in the future. Owen, this is not a new thing. Owen and I have talked about this since the blueprint, since 2008 or so. It was a goal of his to have a self-help company and, be more of a mainstream, prevalent influencer to be able to help a larger group of people. There's a lot of people out there that really need help. And, Owen and I are both going to turn 40 this year in a few months, really. Our birthdays are just a couple months apart from each other. So I'm going to work a lot more on business things. It's my last year playing with pickup. Love pickup, love it. Not a practical thing to do. I'm not going to do that in my 50s and 60s as a coach. Certainly I live my life that way. I have a fantastic lifestyle. I'll do that with my friends. But, not long-term like this. So, as that move happens, you're going to see a lot of other things change for the company. But because of that, I wanted to create a blueprint for that game, for the philosophies, for my religion, if you will, for the most serious guys that are serious. They want exceptional results, not mediocre, not okay shit. And shit's going to be real raw today. So this is your trigger warning for those that might be a little butthurt, or how I say, if you come to my live events, most of you have met me in person. It ain't for the faint-hearted. We're not going to have a politically correct discussion today. So in any case, I did this webinar in January, a couple months ago. We had over 4,000 people signed up. And, for anybody that knows anything about webinars, very frequently, only about 20% of sign-ups will actually show up. And, for us, it was almost half, which is a very good number. We had almost 1,900 people on that webinar. And that was really cool. It was fucking great, really. But even better, I wanted to have something a lot more intimate. I wanted to work with only my crew of people that have been on Derek Bootcamp before, or Brotherhood members, just my most dedicated clients. And Owen encouraged me to allow a bigger group in here. And many of you that have been invited. Owen said, let me invite just the most serious, dedicated clients. The most serious guys from the whole company, not just your guys, Derek, which is there's a ton of overlap in there, obviously. But so we gave a shout out to that. He talked me into that a little bit. I'm like, I just like working with serious people. So this is the people that are on here right now. It's not one of these big groups where we got 2,000 people in the fucking thing. Some of the most serious guys in the world, some of the most dedicated guys. And I just want to give a shout out to you that there's a lot of things you could be doing with your day right now, and you chose to be here because you want a fucking better life, and I'm really excited to help you with that. Before the event ends, I really want to help you. I want to reveal more about that blueprint. I want to reveal the most important lessons that I distilled in 2 decades in the game. And I'm going to give you a preview of my brand new digital course, The 10 Commandments of Game. And I want to do this for you guys first because many of you have worked with me in the past. Most of you have worked with me in the past. I want to do a pre-sales event to get you the newest and most comprehensive and hottest shit before anybody else even has a crack at it. the 10 Commandments of game just distilled down. It's like 10 rules that are going to save you 10 years of misery and frustration in your fucking life. This is stuff that I haven't shared with anybody, the stuff that I've used to train the other instructors. I talk about some of it on boot camp, but you only have so much time on boot camp. And this is something that I learned in my past 2 decades in the field, like coaching the clients, coaching the other RSD instructors, helping some of my friends to be the, quite literally some of the best guys in the entire world at pickup. And before the end of this webinar, I want you to have a new religion when it comes to success with women and success in general. I want you to have a guiding light to help you on your journey, like a northern star of sorts to help you to help you keep on track and lead you to the success you're looking for. What I really want to do is leave my mark on the industry and condense all my knowledge in one place. And, you guys know I've gone out of my way to not have a public image with pickup. I don't give a shit about the admiration of some loser or some random dude in a nightclub. But I am well known amongst the most serious guys and the most dedicated guys. And again, I want to thank you for coming on here. And I want to give you a brief introduction about the 10 Commandments of game. It's going to be live to the world on April 21st. It's Easter Sunday, came resurrected. And because all of you are boot camp alums, we're some of the best guys in my entire organization here, I want to make it available to you 10 days early. So if you stick to the end of this, we're going to do a lot of Q&A, but I'm also going to let you know how you can have the 10 Commandments of game before anybody else gets it. It's a project that I worked on the last 19 months. Didn't really do it for the money. Would have made a lot more fucking money doing something else, frankly. If I knew how much time that I had to spend on that program, wouldn't be worth doing. But I want you to stick around to the end. I want you to put your phone on silent. I want you to stick around to the end. We're going to do at least 30-minute Q&A together while I answer any questions that you have. I'll help you with any burning little questions, anything that's fucking you up from getting your penis pleasantly moist quite frequently. And for those that don't know, I spent like 16 years with the company, and I've helped train most of the other instructors here. And like Owen and I probably created 80% of what you think of as like this modern game. And public recognition again was never my biggest goal in this area. But my biggest goal really has been is helping other guys avoid some of the problems that many of the other top guys that myself have encountered. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But I'm gonna have my team go through your questions. I want to pick the best ones to address later on this call. So drop in questions when you think of them. I'm gonna have my boys collect those and feed me the best ones during our Q&A session. And I'm gonna shamelessly pitch you something. So if it's offensive, go. It's a good time to drop off, go back to whatever you were doing. I'm gonna shamelessly pitch you something. And why do I say shamelessly? It's because I know it's the best shit that I've ever put out. I never created a pickup program before. Never created a digital program. I'm never going to create another one. There's not going to be more digital pickup programs from RSD. Like this is the last real digital pickup program. It's by far the most comprehensive and the most raw shit ever put out. So if that's not interesting to you, it's a good time to go. Good time to leave now. If it is interesting to you, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in a minute. And I'm going to answer any damn questions you have and help you on your journey, man. The last 20 years, I went from living like a really messed up family life. And, if I look back 20 years ago, I was like a fucking unloading trucks and stocking shelves at Walmart. And, in the aftermath, those of you that know me well, I graduated from some of the best universities in the world. I was a big nerd. I grew a couple of multi-million-dollar businesses. One of them, is RSD. I've helped contribute to that company for over 16, almost 17 years now since its beginning. And, grew up from a baby startup to the global leader in our niche. And, I humbly say that I'm also legitimately known as an international baller and a playboy. That's not a bad thing. I know a lot of you would like to have more of that type of lifestyle. And I've helped many of you attain that sort of lifestyle. I'm extremely proud of that, more than you can imagine, really. And, I remember that when we first got started with pickup, Owen and I were just little kids. We were like 22, 23 when we met each other. We had no idea what the fuck we were doing. We really didn't. The whole pickup movement was just starting. I was at the Project Hollywood house a lot of times. And, the best mentor we had was a fucking, crazy manic depressive dude with a top hat. And I still remember the first time I went to the, Double Your Dating seminar with David D. And I thought that it was fucking great that guys were getting together and building bonds and, getting to know each other, going to, systematically make a better life for themselves. I thought it was fantastic. I was fascinated by that. And I really, eventually discovered that a lot of like the pickup industry was super fucking slimy though. There's a few really great guys, but there's a lot of guys who were just like some of the weirdest dudes were attracted to that. Like the free advice and, online fucking blah, blah, blah. A lot of them had like really, really, really moderate success with women and like less so in life. That's because things were like really gamey and, pickup-y. They weren't worried about making a better life. A lot of these guys wanted like a line or a quick fix. That shit doesn't really work. I've been in the industry so long now, I've seen a lot of those clowns come and go. And, when Owen asked me to train the instructors at RSD, I always made a point to weed out any bullshit from them, make sure they're very capable. I was very good myself with like my social circle context, but I wanted to have a lot more, just, abundance and quality. And, I got laid, but only because we had, I'm talking back in my teenage years, I was getting laid a lot because we had fucking house parties at my house, the neighbor's house. It was a great time, and I was smart enough to know, and, when a pretty girl basically throws herself at me, I was smart enough to know what to do with it. But, I had no idea yet what cold approach pickup was, or, what was possible in this area to go out and meet a stranger. And, when I learned about that, I fucking craved that superpower that comes with like being able to see an attractive woman in a bar or on the street, at school, wherever the hell she's at, and like approach like a champ and get in there and captivate her attention and take her home. I thought that was one of the most fantastic things a guy could do with his goddamn life. I realized how rare it was for some people to have that elite skill. And, doing that consistently is one of the toughest skills I ever mastered. Very few people are going to do it. And, after a few years of routines and canned openers and other silly shit, Owen and I just started to take the community in a very different direction. Started to get rid of the shit that, where this, all the scammy nonsense, focusing a lot more on principles, on being a better communicator, on building your value as a man. And I'd say the overreaching theme of what we're going to talk about is those principles. And, you get bombarded in a community with this, crazy tipper tactic all the time, the new shiny object. It's not going to help you, man. What's going to help you is, is really, imagine what happened if you rewired your operating system, rewired the core thoughts, those principles in your head of how you're looking at this. And, a lot of your sticking points are just autocorrect. And I've helped many of you on boot camp with this, and we talk about, this and other topics sometimes during the Brotherhood, whatever you vote on that month. But, the 10 Commandments of game is a core, at its core is about those principles. It's like, what are the things, what are the 10 commandments? Not the 10 suggestions, not the 10 suggestions, not the 10 maybes, not the, the 10 things you should do once in a while. It's like the 10 fucking commandments, like as if handed down by the heavens. What are the core principles that you're going to need to know? And, this is my first program. Again, it's the last real program that is ever going to be, pickup program that RSD will ever create. It's going to do a lot of self-help things in the future. And if I was going to make this, I had to make it very comprehensive. I had to make it in a way that I could leave nothing out. And I had to make it in a way that when you internalize the information in the program, it's going to give you those principles, those core beliefs, those understandings of yourself that you can autocorrect. You'll be able to fix whatever little things, whatever little trifles that come up. You're going to be able to fix those for yourself. And that's what happens when you can go out and attract a woman anywhere you go. You can do that very effortlessly. It's like, that's where that's coming from. You have to have that in your core. Pimping is something that's in you. It's not on you. It's not a tip, a trick, a strategy. Pimping is in you, homie. It's not for everybody. But this is going to be the most raw, the most unfiltered shit about pickup ever created. There's nothing too taboo that I wouldn't go there. There's a lot of fucking things. I won't list them on here. There's a lot of things in there that any little niche interest you might have, it's covered. It's covered. There's no fucking sugarcoating. It's the raw gangster shit that cuts right to the fucking bone. It's going to get you consistent results. If you get this program and it doesn't help you, just give up. It's not for you. If you get this program and it can't help you, just give up. So in this chat tonight, what are my goals for us? See, number one goal is to rewire your brain to be even more successful. I know most of my clients, they're some of the best men I met in the whole fucking world. They're some of the best men I've ever met. You guys are already all good at something. and the extra guests on here that got brought on at Owen's bequest, you guys too. You're not on here because you're some fucking loser. Now I'll do a mainstream fucking chat like this maybe in a couple weeks. I'll go do another chat like this to a large group. I can't talk to them the way I can talk to you guys. You know, you got clowns, you got Jack. You know, those people aren't dedicated like you. I'll chat with them because there's a few in there that are going to be winners that couldn't make it tonight. I'll chat with them. I'll do the chat for the few people there. But I can really say with confidence about every man on here right now, you're here because you're a serious person. You're here because you're already good at something, but you want to be even more successful. And again, I think it's just a privilege. It's my favorite thing that I ever got out of RSD. This was not a project. RSD has not been a project that made me a lot of money. Indirectly it did, but not directly like you'd think. But the social circle that I got from that, you're some of the most fantastic men on the damn planet. I really am honored to chat with you about some of these very core things. You know, when I got started, I was just a fucking kid. I was like in my 20s, looking to get laid, of course. You know, through all that, I honed the key skills you need to be successful at anything you want. And, you know, to get as many girls as you want without any bullshit or strategy or tactics, but just building your value as a man. And, you know, to do that, you're going to have to get your fucking brain re-engaged. A lot of people are on autopilot, including you guys. And a lot of you, again, are very good men. But you're still on autopilot a little bit. You know, like, oh, I did the thing. I saw the video. I'm going through the motions. I'll just go through the motions. It's like, you need to fucking wake up, man. You need to fucking get your brain re-engaged. And, you know, imagine if you're just fucking more impassioned in your goddamn life, not in some cheesy way, not some new age, you know, live with passion. Just if you were really just engaged day to day and thinking a little bit more clearly, man, a lot of things are going to change for you. If you took the time and energy that you're spending on, you know, the game over the years and just studied psychology, economics, sales, marketing, how much further in life are you going to be if you did that? Whatever's important to you to study. It's like, it takes a year to get this game stuff under control. And if you spent more time than that and you're not getting fantastic results yet, you know, you really misallocated that time. And the notion that money and appearance don't matter and your ability to attract a quality woman, I think it's a bit of a joke. Like, how would it be that the best women on earth want to fucking go spend time with some guy who doesn't even like himself enough to invest in himself? Who doesn't even like himself enough to take care of his appearance or you know, take care of his education, so he has a good life and you know, things are going well for him. How would it be the best women would want some mediocre guy? They don't. They don't. The best women are going to find guys like you that are educated, that are working on themselves, that wherever you're at, it's probably already above average or above average for your age at least, and you're trying to make it even better. You know, Owen and I actually did a master class inside this program. And I mean a master class. It's like a 2-hour meticulous breakdown simply on the concept of, like, you know, gaming with money and status. And we're going to break that down precisely. So, you know, for those of you that are in that type of situation, you're doing that the right way. And, you know, it's never really the catalyst that sparked or fueled my business success and success in other areas. A lot of that came from pickup. It took a couple of years for me to really get into an elite level. It took several years, really. But, you know, once you do that, once you get your head right, once you get you're in here fully engaged, focused on those core principles, implementing those regularly, you don't get distracted with these other things. Like, it take you a few months. It'll take you a year to master this. It'll take you a few months to have phenomenal results. But, you know, imagine when you ask yourself, is it worth doing that? Oh, Jerk, is it worth doing that? You know, what's it worth having, like, your first hot models and celebrities in your bed? What's it worth going to those fucking mansion parties or yacht parties and, like, living the fucking life that you see on television? What's it worth to have, like, threesomes frequently and, like, little or no effort involved? What would that be worth? You know, I want to give you guys the opportunity that I would have killed for when I was in your place. You know, when I got instructor level good, that shit, you know, my life changed. I had more sex than I could ever dream of. I had hotter girls than I could ever imagined. I literally started living like a dream life. You know, I would have done anything, and I mean anything, to have that information and save a decade of fumbling around in the dark when I could have gotten similar results in a year if I just had the right goddamn structure. It took us, you know, something like a decade. Owen and I both. It took us something like a decade to master things that we see. You know, my clients get that in a year now. And, you know, I want to show you you can save years of frustration and make that leap to progress that you've been working towards. I want to show you your life can change very dramatically and very rapidly if you're thinking about things the right way. You too can have any woman, any type of woman, as many of them as you want. I want to save you from years of wasting your life. I spent a decade dicking around doing guess and check. Now, how many more years do you want to waste? How about zero? How about 0 more years wasted? You know, if you can commit to that, can you commit to like not wasting a decade of your life unnecessarily? Commit to like not wasting another year? How about not wasting another day? How about just get fucking fantastic results? How about get better results in the next few months than Owen or I got in our first few years? How about cut a fucking decade off and accomplish that in a year instead? And you never have to think about this again. And then you just reallocate your time to something else, whatever you value. And you might be thinking, oh, I'll just watch another infield video, discover secret. You won't likely find any quality infield online anymore. RSD's taken it all down. Infield's dead. The guys are going to put up infield. A lot of this is just marketing pranks and scams. That's how we run the company, but a lot of the other guys on the internet do that, and you know that. Infield's fucking halfway stupid, bro. Like, infield is like a split-second highlight reel from somebody else's life. It's not going to help you much in understanding the underlying principles that make fucking magic actually happen. This program, you guys know I don't want to put my face on shit. I don't like that. I don't, it's not for you to come meet me in person. It costs $10 to come meet me in person. It costs nothing for you. You're all clients. It's free. Come meet me in person at any live event. But I'm not going to put my face on digital programs, or it's never been in my financial or social interest to do all that marketing. I created this program with animation, which is why it took fucking almost 2 years. And there's things you can do with animation you could never do. You could never do with a camera. There's little nuances. There's little details. It's like with the infield footage, like, you don't know the girl. You can't replicate that same environment. If you think you need the perfect opener and the perfect shit, like the best opener that I ever used is like, hey, I'm Derek. What's your name? Stop trying to copy somebody else that you've seen on a damn video, especially some crazy ass dude who's on a mission to get like validation from like online from masses of chodes. Like, I'm here to make you a Derek clone. I want to teach you how to be who you really are, be extremely well rewarded for it. Watching these videos and then going out and thinking you're going to replicate that, it's like, similar to like watching like jujitsu. You could watch like a jujitsu video on YouTube without getting proper training from like a master, a black belt. And when you watch that video and wrestle around with a teddy bear in a living room, that's all nice. You say, oh yeah, I watched the video. I did the thing with your fucking teddy bear in the living room. When you encounter a real well-trained fighter, he's going to put you to sleep like a little bitch. You're going to get choked out, homie. That's what this fucking online video is going to do for you. You might be thinking, I'll just keep going out a lot. If you could figure it out by yourself, you've heard me say this before, some of you. If you could have figured it out by yourself, you would have already done it. You could learn how to get slightly better with hot women alone. It's hard shit, man. In theory, I could like walk from, New York to San Francisco. I'd rather take a fucking jet. Doing dumb shit like that might cause you to die along the way. I'll just walk. I'll just do it myself. I think Adam Smith was over that about 300 years ago. I think a lot of smart people before then. It's like, do it yourself is a dumbass strategy. How about finding the best coaches and the best guidance in the world and do it the right way and internalize those best practices so you don't waste your fucking life? If your goals are so small that you think you'd accomplish them by yourself, you need to set bigger goals, man. Anything that you're going to accomplish in life, you need a quality team around you to do it. When you keep doing the same shit and expecting a different result, that's like it's Einstein's definition for insanity. So if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, it won't happen. A lot of guys double down in the wrong areas. They move in the wrong direction. In managerial studies, they call this like escalating commitment to a losing course of action, meaning you're working harder while getting further away from the goals and closer to your death. You don't have time to waste. Every day you're going to get a little bit older. Every day your ball sack's got an extra wrinkle. Check that motherfucker. It's true. And the clock's ticking, bro. And like, if you don't get the girls you want now, you might never get them. This is a time saver. You don't have time to not be a part of this. You don't have time to waste. This will save you time in the long term. Rich people invest their money and buy themselves time. Amazon will hire people to do micro tasks for pennies. Bezos owns those people. And there's a lot of poor motherfuckers out there that are worried about a couple dollars. All poor people got is time. The more you're worried about a couple dollars, you go find some more money. You can't find any more time, man. Rich people are smart enough. They know if you want to accomplish anything, you find somebody that already knows how to do that and invest your money in buying an expert so you can save that time. Now, how much time did you waste today? How much time did you waste stuck in traffic? How much time did you waste going shopping when you could just buy that shit on Amazon? Also, you might be thinking, I'll just learn from my wingman, my buddy from work, my buddy from school. You know, in the 10 Commandments of game, you find the same comprehensive training that Owen has asked me to provide to all the instructors. So you'll know what they know. You'll be trained as they've been trained. If you don't get movie-worthy results, just give up. If this won't help you get movie-worthy results, give up. Success is not for you. If you're not interested in that, lie down, cry on a pillow. Nobody can help you if this won't help you. Your buddy from work, no doubt he's great at game. No doubt he hooked up with Susie from accounting. No doubt he hooked up with that chubby girl from happy hour last week. But there's an important metric missing. Do you understand the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire? One of my buddies pointed this out to me. They both sound wealthy, right? They both sound wealthy. Millionaire, billionaires, both sound, doing pretty good. You know what? The difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is a staggering $999 million fucking dollars. It's 3 orders of magnitude of wealth. Your buddy from work, your current wingman, I'm sure they're well-intentioned, man. I hope they are. Not everyone is. I hope they're well-intentioned. But if they could help you like I could help you, you wouldn't be listening to me. You'd be out with them. You'd be out at happy hour hitting on chubbies together. If you could figure it out by yourself, you would have done it already. When you keep doing the same shit and expecting a different result, it's called stupid. Some of you might be thinking, I already worked with Derek on boot camp, or I'm on the Brotherhood. Can you help me further? Yes, I fucking can. How many of you actually been going out and doing the shit that you learned on boot camp? How many of you have actually been doing it? Because the guys have been doing it, I know the results they get. I know what happens when guys go out and do the things that we tell them to do. When they do 80% what we tell them to do, they get fantastic results. But on the other hand, how many of you had fantastic adventure with a fantastic woman? It never would have experienced if not for boot camp. There's a difference between guys that do shit and the guys that don't. A lot of guys just settle for a cute little girlfriend. The fucking saddest thing that ever happens on boot camp is, everybody comes on boot camp 3 weeks later, 6 weeks later. You guys know this is true. If they go do the things I ask them to do, 3 to 6 weeks later, they have the opportunity to date the best girl they ever could have met in their life. Best girl they ever had the opportunity to date. So, oh God, she's my 10, Derek. Derek, I met the perfect girl. No, you didn't. You got to say no to about 10 of those girls to get to your perfect girl. Don't settle for a cute little girlfriend. Don't settle for a cute little girlfriend when, this is the saddest shit, man. I'd rather you get your dick caught in your zipper for 100 consecutive nights and then move on to have elite results than to avoid that short-term discomfort and settle for your little girlfriend. That you could have had 100, man. You could have had 100. You might settle down with one later. Go get that variety first. Go get that sample size. For the nerds on here, it'd be imperative for you to go to get a statistically significant sample and make sure that you had the right one when you do settle down. You don't want to settle for an okay one. Don't do it. If you didn't follow my advice on boot camp, I want you to follow my advice now. And if you did follow my advice on boot camp, you already know that things are going great for you. You need to follow my advice again now. When are you going to get this shit handled? When are you going to get it to the level that it should be, the level that you know that it could be? It's not my goal to have a maintenance program with you. I love you guys. I want us to, I quite literally want us to have a fucking bright future together and work on business projects and work on other areas of self-help with Owen, with me, with everybody. I had some of the best life adventures, probably literally with a few of you that are listening. And, I'd be down to have many more with the others. But this is not something that should take years and years. This is something that should handle in 2019, something that should get taken care of right now. And I see guys out there, there's guys in the club, you talk to them and say, Derek, I've been in the game for 10 years. They look like they've been in the game for 10 fucking minutes. And how long have you been focusing on this? I don't want to see you in the club, holding your goddamn drink, or drinking too much and not approaching, and talking about working on their inner game. It's not cool, man. Like sometimes you go back to a city a couple of years later, you see the same dude in the same club, standing in the same fucking place. It's made zero improvement. You got no fucking results. And I don't want you to be one of these poor bastards. And I built this. I built the 10 Commandments a game. I'm going to spend about the next 15 minutes letting you know why I created this, and letting you know how it's going to help you and how to get it. Then I'm going to spend about 30 minutes after that answering any and all questions you might have about this, or just, general topics. Again, shoot your questions up here, and anything game specific, I'm down to help you, man. That's why we're here. I wouldn't bring you this offer if I didn't know it's going to change your fucking life. If you implement the contents of this program, you're going to get better results in 3 months than Owen or I did in our first 3 years. That's not bullshit. That's not some marketing talk. That's just a fact. The 10 Commandments, a game, is built to catapult you to the upper fucking limits of the success that's possible for you. If you're not more interested in more success, again, leave now. I'm presuming after this point, you're the type of guy who'd like to have an unbelievable amount of sex, an unbelievable quality of healthy relationships with women. If you're one of those guys, you're in the right place. I'm going to be able to help you with that. We're going to start right now. This isn't a fucking program advocating idealism. It's literally the most raw and effective dating and sex life product ever created. It's the most comprehensive program ever created on this topic. There's over 50 hours of content just in the fucking video, the animations, the audio. There's over 50 hours in content just there. I also wrote over 200 pages of fucking instruction manuals for you guys. Over 200 pages. It's like a fucking book by itself. All right? There's a lot of other bonus shit I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But this was created for men who trained, this is created by the guy who trained most of the other top 10 guys in the space. It's the only and last digital product you'll ever need. And once you internalize these trainings, your life will be changed forever. Here's what you're going to get. 10 Commandments game core training. Look, a big sticking point a lot of guys have is a lot of guys aren't taking action because they don't see the fucking path clearly. And when you see a path more clearly, it's just a natural inclination for a man to fucking double down and take action more aggressively. In this 10 Commandments in the core training program, it's about 10 hours of content just in that, mostly animated. Okay. Stuff to the brim with case studies, examples, specific instructions, exactly what to do and how to do it. In each of the commandments, I broke down in the following structure. What is the commandment? What will happen if that commandment is disobeyed? How do you pragmatically implement that commandment? I recommend books to more deeply understand that commandment. I give specific examples of how to best implement that commandment. How do you pragmatically implement that and get results tonight? Go outside, get results tonight. All right? The content is animated for hours. It illustrates detailed nuance and instruction that infield could never recreate. It's immensely fucking entertaining. I laugh my ass off. Some of the stuff I'm watching for like the 8th, 10th time, I've laughed my fucking ass off after being involved in this. Even after it's me on the recordings, all right? It's me who built it, and I'm watching it again, and it's fucking hilarious. And you're gonna watch it too. It's like a fucking, imagine, just go out tonight and just test this for yourself. It's like a girl, when you ask any girl, like, what was your favorite Disney movie? And she'll tell you. And then ask her, how many times did you see that movie? And then she's going to tell you, it ain't going to be like once or twice. She's going to tell you dozens of times, 100 times, 150 times. Some of you are going to watch this like that. It's that fucking entertaining, I pinky swear. After I talk through several hours, 12 modules, the 10 Commandments, an introduction portion, final thoughts portions, and obviously the 10 modules, the 10 Commandments. All right. Then my most long-term assistant, Sean, he takes a second swipe at these. He's going to give you more structure from the perspective of a doctor who also gets amazing results in women. And he too is going to break down each commandment, meaning what is the commandment, what will happen if it's disobeyed, how to pragmatically implement that commandment, book recommendations to more deeply understand it. It'll give you specific exercise on how best to implement it into your life so you don't have to think about the shit anymore. If you go through the 10 Commandments and you don't know what to do after that, give up. Everything's there. Everything is there. So what are you going to get? 10 Commandments core training program, $49.97 value, very legit. Next, 8 instructor master classes, very, very topic specific. So I did a deep dive into 8 master classes with 9 of RSD's other instructors to give you every answer to everything you need to know about some of the most difficult and frustrating topics men suffer from the lack of knowledge of. Check this out. Owen and I, like a 2-hour interview about the benefits and limitations of gaming with status and money. Jeff and I, best thing ever created about threesomes, how to orchestrate threesomes consistently. That should be a standalone program by itself. Jeff and I could have created a threesome program out of that by itself. If that's a topic you're interested in, maybe you think to yourself, I'd be disgusted having 2 beautiful women in my bed, sucking and licking and pleasuring me in ungodly ways. If you're that way, I don't know what's wrong with you. You know, for the rest of you that would be very fucking open-minded to that, there's nothing better out there about threesomes. This is it. Max and I talked about, you know, how to stop being a nice guy and how to fucking win at life. You know, nice guys versus winners, nice guys versus champions. All right. Julian and I talk about how to build perfect relationships. These aren't superficial interviews. These aren't random interviews you see on YouTube. These are deep dives on very specific topics, like very comprehensive deep dive on each of those topics. Madison and I discuss, you know, how to overcome childhood bullying. He had a lot of bullying as a kid. I had a bit myself. You know, some of you are dealing with that. You know, a lot of guys have those type of problems. We're not here together and fucking working on self-help, making a better life for ourselves because everything was easy, bro. We didn't do that because everything was easy. You did it because you already had problems and you wanted to overcome it. You know, Luke and I talk about how to spot fake ass bitches and tricks that women use to deceive men. So you're not some sucker. All right? So you're not the type of guy that's being taken advantage of, like somebody's piggy bank or by some gold digger woman. You don't want relationships like that. You want a relationship with a high quality woman who loves and respects you for you. So don't get involved in this fake shit. Don't get deceived by those tricks. You need to know some of the things they're doing. This is extremely comprehensive on that topic. You wouldn't believe some of the shit women are doing. All right. Maze and Evie, I chatted with them about how to peacock the right way. Why do they look like the way they do? Why do I wear my hair or style myself the way I do? Which is very different than them, obviously. Why have we even chosen to do that? And, you know, how do you do that in a way? How do you stand out in a way that's very congruent and consistent with the rest of your personality? All right. And finally, Sarah and I talked about, you know, how to create sexual tension. Guess what? Without sexual tension, there'll be no sex. No sexual tension equals no sex. You have to know how to do that the right way. So you're not putting people off. So you're not offending with the wrong type of women. So you're not getting yourself in trouble in the workplace, for instance. How do you create that the right way? So what are you going to get? 10 Commandments of Game Core Training Program, discussed previously, $5,000 value. 8 specific interviews, very topic specific, deep dive master classes, $2,367 value. Total value so far, $7,373. Additionally, I have 22, that's not a typo, 22 client success case studies. What are these? These are testimonials from some of my closest friends, some of my boot camp clients that I've traveled around the world. These are guys that have been guest assistants, guys that have come on only one boot camp with me, some of them that they just had fantastic results in the aftermath. And they really break down in detail, like, you know, where they were, where they are now, and what that journey is. Detailed bullet points, what that journey is. These are over an hour a piece. Each one of these is over an hour a piece, okay? And you know, whatever your background is, I have every type of person in here. I have computer engineers, I have doctors, I have lawyers, I have, you know, thug kids that grew up in the ghetto, every race, any nationality. I didn't try to make it that way. It's just how it is. Like, while I was traveling around the world the past couple of years, you know, I go to 5 continents every single year, all of them at least twice, frankly. And, you know, while I've had those travels, I just found some of the best guys from all over the world that I've worked with previously that went on to have fantastic results. And they break that down in detail. So, you know, you've heard it from me, you heard it from the other RSD instructors, you hear it from over 20 more guys that have been in your shoes and found fantastic outcomes, created fantastic outcomes for themselves. What are you going to get? The 10 Commandments Core Program, the 8 topic specific instructor master classes, also these 22 client success stories and case studies. Total value over $10,000 with those alone. I created these 3 Bibles. This shit is like the fucking Holy Trinity. I poured tremendous energy into these supplemental manuals for men who like to read like I do and demand every nuance conceivable covered in depth. So you just you have such a thorough understanding, you get past all of man's biggest stumbling blocks, bypass that shit, and get on to elite success. The Inner Game Bible. It's a comprehensive, this is 73-page manual, just specifically about inner game. It's like how to fully force you to have an elite congruence, to never waste time doubting your value. What a beautiful woman. So you can just walk up, make her day, be fully congruent, and move on and have a fantastic time together. Like a lot of guys are stumbling around because they got too big of an ego. They don't want to think about inner things. Just like, give me a pickup line, give me some superficial bullshit, Derek. That's not how it works, man. It's like the Inner Game Bible is going to help you establish new foundations of understanding for your inner potential, so you can dominate a room when you walk into it. It's going to help you discover new strengths. It's going to help you to push yourself above and beyond your capacity that you thought is possible. It's going to unleash a force of congruence. It's going to deliver results consistently and with great certainty. How the fuck do you think that Owen or I get the results that we do? You think it's a pickup line? It's some fucking trick? It's like, no, man. Like you need to have your core psychology needs to be figured out. If you want to be a good psychologist, most of that is learning about yourself. Most of what you'd ever need to know about psychology is sorting through your own foibles, your own misperceptions. I created this book, 73 pages, specifically related to pickup on how to do that, so you can get results like Owen does, or like I do, and you don't have to keep fumbling around and have these fucking inconsistencies. The Conquering Cockblocks Bible, as it might sound, as you might have guessed, this is a manual to overcome the biggest problem in game. The friends, everybody here, you've gone out, you had a beautiful girl, you're having a fantastic time together, and then what happens? Oh, the friends drag her away and ruin your fun. I don't want you to have to continue to deal with that. That's going to be ongoing for the rest of your life. And this book is going to help you master those situations, so you're not in those undesirable positions. You can find the girl that you want in the room. You can have that magical connection. And when the friends show up, you'll be able to deal with them. Many times proactively. You can position yourself, positively within your peer group, proactively instead of reactively. So they literally accept you and endorse you instantly. That's not an exaggeration. It's just like when you're not a fucking weirdo, when you show up and you know what to do and you know what to say and you know how to handle yourself, they know that you're a winner and they like their fucking hot friend to go with the right type of person. That, realize the friend's not dragging her away because of you. The friend's dragging her away because you don't know how to deal with the friend. This is going to help you with that, so you don't have to have that same problem again and again. It's going to help you ride that fucking momentum, and start living in the moment without having to worry. You don't have to worry about the friend or have that little apprehension when a friend comes. You stop holding yourself back and just fucking win, bro. All right. Elite Lifestyle Manual. This is another 50 pages by itself. This is 50 pages full of pragmatic tips and strategies to help you live life to the absolute fullest. This is going to help you cultivate an exciting lifestyle filled with adventure, travel, and freedom. So it's going to have the type of amazing experiences that a girl would like to be a part of. You're going to be able to live and thrive quite literally like a jet setter, if you value that. If you're a homebody, some people are homebodies. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not for me. But, I want you to live the best fucking life that you want to live. And this is not a fucking book advocating like be a Derek clone, live your life like I do. I love to travel. I go around the world. I've been fucking more than a dozen countries in the past month. I love it. That's for me. It ain't for everybody. Whatever type of life you want to live, this is going to help you do that. Give you to those fucking limitations so you can live the way you want to live. Do the shit that you want to do and not some fake ass shit you feel like you have to do. And that's what's going to help you attract the top tier women and business associates into a fucking thriving life. Be able to keep them there and keep them coming back for more. All right. Again, what are you going to get? You're going to get the 10 commandments of game core training, the 8 specific instructor masterclasses, 22 client success case studies, these 3 Bibles, $11,348 value. What else do you fucking need? If I stopped there, as Sonny says, thank you, Sonny. Thank you, Sonny. Mad respect to you as well. Thanks for being here. What else do you need? How about this? How about the fucking 3 Sacred Questions guidebook? This is a 65-page workbook. 65 pages. It's a workbook. It's going to help you precisely answer the 3 sacred questions you hear me constantly telling you are essential for anybody that's serious about elite results. There's no other exercise on earth that'll get you farther away from negative emotions you might feel when you're going out. You know, this book's going to help you. You're going to go through this workbook. It's going to take some time and some serious thought. It's not a fucking magic pill. If you're a magic pill chode, get the fuck off of here. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some serious thought. Okay. When you go through this workbook and you take it serious, it's going to help you change the way you're thinking about a few things. It's going to help you just get more clear. This is not a book about my opinions. It's just there for your clarity to help you get more clear so you can say goodbye to anger, anxiety, depression, to move away from those negative emotions and make room for positive emotions in your life. It's like more calmness, more love, more passion for your life. This is some hippie shit. For those of you who know me, you know I'm not some fucking hippie. It's like, oh, love and calmness. No, it's just pragmatic shit and it works. All right. This fucking guidebook should be a standalone program. This guidebook should be sold by itself. And I didn't do that. I included it all in the program. I want everything in one central location. I never created a pickup program before. I'm never, ever creating a pickup program again. It had to be extremely comprehensive. This book right here is going to get rid of those incongruencies and inconsistencies. You couple this with the other manuals there, the core training, it's not possible for you to not have fantastic results. It's going to help you demolish any of those little beta male tendencies that you still have in there and give you the powerful certainty that you need to capture anybody's attention, be able to move an interaction forward rapidly. It's going to help you cultivate unshakable confidence. It's long-lasting and authentic because it's true to who you are. This is not a fucking fake it till you make it, okay? We're not here to help you, fake it till you make it. I want you to be true to who you are and put forth your best self. The women that like you, the women that like the type of man that you are going to flock to you. You don't have these last-minute resistance issues, these other problems. That's because guys have uncertainty. All right? When you answer these questions, it's going to help you with that certainty. All right? It's going to help you fucking rebuild your sense of self-identity, your self-worth, from the ground up. So this is something that you're gonna go through. This it's going to take you a few days. It's going to take you a few days. 65-page manual. It's going to take you a few days to internalize this. And when you do that, you're going to write me. You're going to tell me, "God damn, Derek, I never felt so calm. I never felt so certain. I thought I was going to have approach anxiety for the rest of my fucking life. And instead, I had my first threesome last night where I met the hottest girl that I ever met before. Or I met this beautiful girl and she's trying to date me, etc." You're going to have a fantastic story when you go through this. It doesn't sound flashy, boys. It doesn't sound flashy. It's one of the most potent things in here. What are you going to get so far? 10 Commandments of Game Core Training. 8 topic-specific instructor masterclasses. 22 Derek Client Success case studies. The 3 Bibles. The 3 Sacred Questions guidebook. Total value, $11,845. All right, what's next? Infield Technical Game Guide. What is this? It's a quick reference triage guide for you when you're in the club. When you get stuck in your damn head, right, you need to get back in the trenches. This is what's going to help you do it. It's going to help you overcome those little sticking points in real time with small chunks of very actionable material, how you need to be thinking, what you need to do immediately to get yourself back to work, back to getting results the next minute or two. All right? It's going to remove those internal and external blocks and help you win the night. When you have those little state crashes, you're going to be able to turn it around right here. It's going to help you cure any and all little common game glitches instantly, real time, in-field technical manual. All right? Eradicate excuse making and get you back to taking action so you can get fucking results. Again, what are you getting so far? 10 Commandments of Game Core Training, 8 topic-specific instructor manuals, master classes, 22 Derek Client case studies, 3 Bibles, 3 Sacred Questions guidebook, Infield Technical Game Guide, 12,242 in value so far. We're not done. We're not done. Bonus number 7, I want to include Derek Dinner and New Year's Eve boot camp raffles. These are raffles. These are raffles. On this dinner, I'm going to have dinner at Vegas Summit. I'm going to tell you more about Vegas Summit in just a minute. All right. Dinner at Vegas Summit. 10 of you are coming with me. I don't know which 10. You're going to self-select. You'll let me know. 10 of you are coming to dinner. All right. Dinner's going to be paid for by me and RSD. I want the most serious guys on here. I want you at that fucking dinner. That's only available for people that buy the top tier program. Everything I'm telling you about here is the top tier program. There's other things on here for you. Everything on here is on the top tier program. You want it? It's packed with everything. You never need another fucking program. This is everything you'd ever need, ever, ever, ever. Vegas Summit, you're going to find out in a minute. It's included with your package. If you don't already have your Summit Pass, you're going to get it today. I want to see you in person in Vegas. I want to answer your questions personally. I hope you're at that dinner with us. 10 of you are coming. Regarding New Year's, regarding this 5-day New Year's boot camp raffle, look, for those of you that don't know, you're the living dead or something, I do a boot camp once a year. It's 5 days long. I do boot camp every fucking week, but on New Year's, we do a 5-day boot camp. It's the best boot camp of the year. It's the best boot camp. All right. The boot camp costs $59.97 on my website right now. Sells out every year, no problem. Going to sell out every year. All right. If there's ever a situation created by the heavens, there's gifted to you, so you could have sex with multiple new women from cold approach in the same night. It's called New Year's Eve in Las Vegas. You want to be on that program. Should literally go buy a seat of the fucking program. Well, before others that are listening get the last couple seats. All right. Only one person is going to get that $6,000 gift. $6,000 raffle winner is going to come on that boot camp with us for free. Probably one of you. Get that. Buy the fucking, literally do yourself a favor and go reserve your seat. We'll refund the fucking purchase price if you win. But you don't want to miss out on my last New Year's boot camp. It's legendary. You want to be a part of it. What are you going to get so far? 10 Commandments a Game core training, 8 topic specific instructor master classes, 22 client success case studies, 3 Bibles, 3 Sacred Questions guidebook, infield technical game guide, dinner raffle, New Year's Eve raffle, total value over $21,000. Number 8, on a 30-minute game accelerator coaching call with my lead bootcamp assistant. It's going to be a 30-minute call directly with one of my 2 lead assistants. I'm going to walk you through anything that's possibly not crystal clear for you for free. There's no obligation for any kind of additional purchase, nothing like that. It's just straight up, it's just like a legit 30-minute Q&A to make sure you're 100% solid on your game journey. You understand everything that you'd ever need to understand to get extreme results like them. All right. What are you going to get? Again, 10 Commandments a Game core training, 8 topic-specific instructor master classes, 22 client success case studies, the 3 Bibles, 3 Sacred Questions guidebook, infield technical game guide, the New Year's raffle, the dinner raffle, also this 30-minute game coaching accelerator call. All right, $21,400 value. Last stuff. I'm going to give you these extra bonuses. This is only for people that sign up now. It's not going to be an additional thing that we keep around. But for people that sign up now, some other things that I created here for you. You're going to get 3-month additional 3-month membership to my Brotherhood Silver. If you already are on Brotherhood Silver, don't worry about it. I'm going to extend your membership 3 extra months for free. If you're on the Gold tier or Knights tier, send me an email. We'll work it out. I want to give you an extra bonus. I'm not going to talk about specifically what it is. I promise it's going to be very special. I promise you're going to be very pleased. Brotherhood, if you don't know, it's my hub for my global crew of wingmen. You can ask questions, you share ideas, you plan meetups, you strategize with each other. You're going to have more success and dominate your competition. Every month I work with these guys online. They vote on the topics that we go through. My Gold and Knights tier members vote on the topics, and I cover it, and the Silver guys get to listen in on that. You want to be a part of that? You want to hear those monthly trainings? They're very specific on whatever topic the members voted on. They're there for you. So you're going to get access to that program for 3 months. You're also going to get access to the archive so you can see what we've been talking about the last few months. After you're on there, you're going to want to stay on there. I promise you that. Bonus number 2, it's an interview with Brandon Carter. Brandon's my good homie. For those of you that don't know Brandon, he's just a fitness mastermind. The motherfucker's super fit, runs a fantastic fitness business, one of the best in the world. And he's fucking a true pimp and a hustler and a great man. He and I did a very exclusive interview just for this to break down for you guys, like, what are the mindsets of like a true hustler, and how to break down those success principles and be in the right mindset to launch your performance, have a fucking like elite level performance in whatever it is you're up to. We also talk about simps in there. For those of you that don't know what a simp is, you might be one. That's not a good thing. You want to listen to this, make sure that you're not fucking simping and you're fucking fully pimping, homie. Bonus number 3, pre-club motivational battle cry. This is my fucking pre-club rant to fucking rally you guys. Like, if this doesn't fucking motivate you to fucking go have a fantastic night, to start your night off with a bang before you go out, I don't know what would, man. So it's going to help you get in state, get pumped up, you have the right mindsets in your head. It's like, I intentionally structured this, create subliminal triggers. They're going to help you, stop from like slipping out of state, to make sure that you have a fucking perfect mood and perfect night when you go out. If you aren't amped up to go approach like a champ after this, give up and go home. Just give up and go home. If this won't help you, stay home. It's going to help. Number 4, super secret bonus. You know what? That's not some, I can't disclose what it is, man. I can't disclose what it is. It's only reserved for true action takers. It's reserved for dedicated people. I can promise you this. It's not just some fluff. You see the value of all the other things I'm putting in here. This is some dope ass shit that if I told you what it is, it would ruin it. All right? If everybody knew about it, it would ruin it. But you're going to be really excited about it. You're going to love the additional personal contact with me. This is for everybody that signs up today. You're going to get the super secret bonus. You're going to find out about it later, but you're going to love it. Bonus number 5. It's lifetime passes to every RSD summit for you and a friend. Buddy pass also. Buddy pass also. You and your best homie, your comrade, your partner in crime, you're going to bring them with. Come kick it with me and the rest of the guys at the fucking World Summit in Vegas, Miami Summit, Euro Summit. You want to be there. You want to be a part of this. With every 10 Commandments of Game membership, you're going to come to these 3 events all year long. You get to bring a friend with you. Like, I want to be with you guys. I mean, quite literally, like, I spend $10,000 a year just for one event that I go to. I spend $40,000 plus on, like, the various events, networking groups that I'm a part of. I get to go to this one for free. And it's one of my fucking favorites because I get to fucking network with the dudes that I met from, all year long and the year before, and some of them the year before. They're guys that are just killers. I get to watch their journey and watch them advance every few months. I love meeting you guys there. If you haven't been coming, I want you to be a part of it. If you have been coming, I want to see you again. I want to see how fucking your results are even better. I want you to imagine like what it's going to be like when we're out in Vegas or Miami or London or wherever the fuck we're at, running shit with our crew. It's like I want you to feel at home in the nightclub. You know very well. You know every fucking cool guy there personally, and I want you to be a part of that group. I'm certainly going to be a part of the group. I want to see you there too. I want to do that shit together. So recap those 5 bonuses. 3 months of the Brotherhood Silver, exclusive interview with me and Brandon Carter, pre-motivational battle cry rant to help you get fucking pumped up before you go out and start your night right. Super secret bonus you're going to be super fucking excited about when you find out about it. And a lifetime pass to all the yearly summits for you and a friend. Last time through this, what are you going to get? 10 Commandments of Game core training, 8 topic-specific instructor masterclasses, 22 direct client success case studies, 3 Bibles, 3 Sacred Questions guidebook, infield technical game guide, dinner raffle, entry into your dinner raffle with me, entry into the New Year's Eve raffle, 30-minute game accelerating coaching call, and also these 5 killer fucking bonuses. Total value of all this, over $23,000. Look, if all the 10 Commandments did for $23,000, I'm not going to charge you $23,000. You already fucking know that. But if all the 10 Commandments did help you provide you the fucking precise roadmap to get you where you want to be, man. If all it did is give you a roadmap, you got to do the work. But you knew with confidence that if you just did these few precise things, you'd have fantastic results. It would get you where you want to be. Would that be worth $23,000 fucking dollars? Yeah, it would, man. You'll make a lot more money than that in your lifetime. Make a lot more money than that. Some of you make that in a day. Some of you make that in a few months. All right. Sometimes some of it might take a year right now. If you're young or some shit, I get that. Would it be worth it to go through the rest of your life with the confidence of a precise roadmap to get where you want to be? Yeah, I think it would. I think you know that too. Would it be worth it if all the 10 Commandments game did was finally alleviate any and all approach anxiety or fears you have about succeeding with women? If it just got rid of your goddamn fears and let you focus on the key elements to help you do what you need to do to have the best outcomes possible, if you never had to worry about it again, would that help you? Would that be worth fucking $23,000? I think it would be. If all the 10 Commandments game did is give you one big fucking idea, just one idea from one of my speakers. Remember, I have over 30 people on this program. It's the best guys in the world, handpicked by me. It's the instructors. It's my good friend Brandon. There's 32 interviews on here, plus all my content, plus Sean on here also with me. 33 people on here, best guys in the world, dozens of the best guys in the world. If you got one big idea from me or one of those guest speakers and you implemented it and it changed your life permanently and for the better, would that be worth it? Yeah, it would. You can see why it's a good deal at $23,000. When I price this, I could go a couple different ways, right? I could have made it very inexpensive. I could have created some little flimsy program, could have sold it to everybody real cheap. But I wouldn't be able to spend like the last 19 months that I've spent meticulously crafting this for you. I wouldn't have been able to do that. I could create the most thorough, the most comprehensive, the most fascinating dating program ever created on earth. Clearly that's the route that I chose, right? It's not for everybody. It's for the guys who are serious about getting the most out of life. They want every fucking advantage to cut their learning curve and help them get results fast. All right? This program is going to be priced at $19.97 for future signups. Because you're on this webinar, you're not even going to pay $19.97. You're not even going to pay that. Because you're on this webinar, you're going to get $1,000 off right now. If you pay in full, you're going to be able to buy it early. You can have it right now. You can have it right now. The launch doesn't happen for 10 more days. You don't have to wait 10 days. 10 Commandments comes 10 days early to you because you're a serious man, because you're on here. All right? $9.97 right now, paid in full. You can come join us. You know, if you don't have the money, man, it's cool. If you're a baller on a budget, I made a payment plan for you. You can make 3 easy payments. You don't get the full discount. Make 3 easy payments at $3.97. If you're on a baller and a budget, man, it's there for you. You got no excuse to not be on top of this. All right? The last pickup program ever going to be created by RSD. I don't even think we're going to be able to keep this up long term. All right? Meaning, I don't think the program will be existing for those who buy it. All right? But Owen's moving in a lot more mainstream way. I'm telling you again, the content in here is graphic. The content is graphic. There's no taboo unexplored. This is entirely unfiltered. This is the most raw shit. This is the most raw shit ever created on this topic. I don't think it's going to be around long term. It's the last real pickup program created. If you want to be in on that, this is the time to do that. This is some gangster shit. It's extremely comprehensive. There's everything on here that you'd ever fucking need to be good at pickup. All right? I didn't create this for everybody. I don't even need the fucking money. I created it for the most serious, the most dedicated guys that demand the most comprehensive toolbox ever created to get the best goddamn results possible. I'm going to do Q&A with you in just a minute. But before we do that, I want you to know that the first 25 that get on board, and I haven't looked at the card here, I'm talking with you. The first 25 people that get on board are going to get an extra bonus. It's going to sells all day for $400. I'm going to give you an extra bonus. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to get it in your email. I'm going to tell you what it is in the email. I'm going to give you an invitation to something very fucking fun and exclusive for us. First 25 people that buy that, either way, through the payment plan, paid in full, whatever's best for you, man. Get on board right now. Go to rsdderek.com/go. Claim the extra bonus when you sign up right now. And come back and join us for the Q&A. All right. I want to talk about this baller on a budget thing for just one more minute. I went to college. I built my own business. I know how that feels to be a little constrained on cash at times. That's why I'm offering that financing option. I want to make sure you're in here too. Anybody that's listening to this right now, I know you're serious. You guys don't fuck around. All right. I want to make sure that anything imaginable that you could ever need, it's in here. I want it available to you. If you're in college, if you're a little cash constrained because you're working on your career, you're working on your business, we got that option for you, man. Walk your ass through those pearly gates. Right before we do Q&A here, I was supposed to address a couple common excuses. One excuse is, Derek, I don't have enough money, Derek. You know what? That's why there's a payment plan. I just addressed that. You know what? A fucking dope fiend has money. A dope fiend can go find some fucking money to ruin his life, to poison himself, to kill himself. You're a serious guy. If you're serious about this, you can go find the money. The money's not an issue. There's a payment plan for you. Come with. Second thing that has been brought up to me is, is a cartoon actually going to help you? The animation in this shit is so fascinating I mentioned this earlier, but some of you are going to watch this like a child. The way a little girl watches her favorite Disney movie, you're going to watch this dozens of times. And you're going to laugh your ass off, and you're going to find new nuance. You know, it took me over a year just for the animation. The animation is most of this project. It took me over a year to do that. You're going to find it extremely fascinating. You're going to find it extremely captivating. The animation can show you things that infield could never show you, or some dude sitting on a couch or something could never, ever demonstrate. You're going to love it. Another issue is, you know, I mentioned there's about 50 hours of recorded content in here, plus, you know, hundreds of pages of supplemental books, plus all these other bonuses. So I think another thing that might come up is, you know, that I don't have enough time. I get that. Some of you guys are working really long hours. I've had times in my life like that where, you know, you're working 100 hours a week, working 80 hours a week and feel like you should be working harder. Totally get it. Look, this isn't something that you have to sit down and watch for 50 hours to understand. You don't have to watch this for 50 hours to understand. It's extremely comprehensive, so I put everything in there that you would ever need to know or want to know. However, you know, as I said, the core program, there's 12 modules in there for me. There's 11 more from my main assistant, Sean, my most experienced assistant, spent 4 years with me, 5 years with me, actually. All right. You can break those down. Those are small chunks that are like between, like, you know, 15 minutes and 40 minutes of content that you can break down piece by piece by piece, commandment by commandment, internalize that, and, you know, literally on your drive to work, literally while you're at the gym, you could go through a couple, whatever makes sense for you. But don't feel like you need to go through 50 hours of content there. Let's go through that core program. The other stuff is there for a deep dive and, you know, every additional nuance that you would ever want or need, other inspiration, other motivation. It's there to help you get that shit done. Last thought is just, you know, Owen and I don't care about the money, man. You know, we got plenty of money coming in. He's gonna live in his mansion no matter what. I'm gonna live in my penthouse. We're good. You know, we're a few $100 to spend that on dinner. $1,000, you know, spend twice that on dinner on occasion. You know, but it ain't gonna help me a lot financially. I didn't make it for that. I made it because I'm not gonna teach pickup anymore. And Owen's asked me for over a decade, you know, hey man, you know, you need to document some of the things you're doing. You need to document this information you're sharing with the instructors, you shared with him, etc. You know, what up, David? I see you. Owen's asked me to make this for over a decade. And I always said no. I was just like, nah, man, you know, if somebody cares, they fucking come see me live, you know, whatever. This ain't marketing, homie. It's marketing. Owen and I are both going to be 40 in a few months. We're not going to be doing pickup forever. And I want to make this for you. I want to make an extremely comprehensive program, no stone unturned, everything you'd ever need to know. So a serious guy can get this, understand what needs to happen. Maybe you can't make it on boot camp right now. Do I think boot camp's great? Boot camp's fantastic. I love boot camp. I do it fucking 50 weeks a year. Love it. 49 weeks a year. Love it. Do I think that's fantastic? Yes, it's fantastic. Many of you have come and done it with me. Some of my best friends in my life I met there. This is something that's a legacy that I can leave behind that I hope we get to keep it up. I hope we get to keep it up, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But those are the intentions I had when I made it. It's not for everybody. It is for the most serious guys. The price is going to double. The $1,000 is going to come back on when this offer is over. Get in there at $997. I'm going to answer your questions right now, and get in there at $997. Take advantage of that. First 25 guys. I don't even know when the 25 is. All right, I haven't looked at the card yet. The first 25 guys might already be sold. If it ain't sold, get one, get your spot. But, you know, don't expect for people that they're like, you know, oh, I don't know, you know, it's $1,000, $997. You know what? You spend that on a phone, homie. And my fucking phone costs $1,300. I mentioned I spent fucking 40 grand on mentoring groups. It's the best money I spend all year. It gives me access to brilliant people and brilliant ideas. You know, that might sound like a lot of money to a lot of people. It helped me make millions of dollars. It helped you the same way. Like, you know, an investment in your education is the best investment you could ever make in yourself, you know? And, you know, when's the last time you really did invest in yourself fully? So make a stand and lay a little cash down to invest in your future self, man. Don't be a dick to your future self. You know, let me help you, but you got to want to help yourself. If you want to help yourself, I'm here to help you. You're going to be extremely happy about this. So click on that link below. Click on this link. Get those bonuses before they're gone. We're going to break into Q&A right now. All right. What are some of the best things on here? What do we got? We got, you know, the best places and methods to find good wingmen. You know, a lot of you guys are already on my Brotherhood program. And I know it sounds self-serving for me to say, like, hey, come on my Brotherhood program. You know, here I am telling you about one program. You know, join join my Brotherhood program. You know, the Brotherhood, I created that Brotherhood program for exactly this. It's like to have that global group of people. The Brotherhood's a terrible business model. You know, you have to be a Derek Boot Camp alum to join the top 2 levels. You're not allowed to join. When one of Owen's clients calls in and asks the customer support, like, hey, I've been on boot camp with Owen or whoever else. Can I join the programs? You know, no, you have to be on Derek's boot camp. And I have, you know, I don't know, approaching 300 people. I just started this a few months ago, but there's not a better place on earth to find a wingman than there. Another gentleman here, Joseph, is asking, you know, boot camp versus this program. It's like, the answer is both, honestly, man. The answer is like, you know, obviously I can only spend so much time with somebody on boot camp, all right? Now, if you have the ability to travel, some guys don't like to travel, or some guys do like to travel, but their job doesn't allow it for them. So they can't take, you know, days off to come fucking pimp in the club, pull girls live, fucking ball hard and make shit happen like that. If you got the ability to do both, you know, it's a no-brainer, do both. It's like you would buy this, you would check this out. So when you come on boot camp, you'd be fucking 1000% prepared, and we fucking go do some gangster shit together. You know, 0 doubt on boot camp. So if you have the ability, the answer is do both. If you've already been on boot camp and you're making that decision, you know, do I come on a second boot camp or do this? You know, again, it depends. It's like, I'd say do both. It's like internalize this fucking content. You can go through this for, you know, take you 70 hours easy, take you maybe more to go through everything in there. Right? And when you come on a program, you and I are going to hit the ground running. You're going to have fantastic results quickly because I'm not trying to teach you, you know, basic theories or get you up to speed. You got everything in your head you would ever need. We're just working on pragmatic application at that point. So there's no wrong answer here. So if you're a busy guy, you know, do this. If you got the time to come meet me in person, come meet me in person. Brandon, you know, how do I get hot babes to react and buy into you? Well, you know, we talked about that here. There's a dozen things in here that would help you with that. They're specifically created to help you get that buy-in. You know, if you're a turd, if you're a fucking turd, bro, it's like, you know, it's hard fucking finding a girl that's excited about a turd, man. But, you know, probably that's not the case. Probably you're a real serious guy already. Most of my clients certainly are. And I don't get to say that to everybody, but this is the special exclusive webinar, you know, just for fucking dedicated people. This ain't the mainstream webinar where there's fucking 2,000 people on here. You know, this is a small group webinar. So you're probably pretty fucking serious to it already, man. So, you know, things that I would get you focused on is like that 3 sacred questions. You know, when you answer that and you understand, you know, what kind of man am I? What kind of life do I want to live? Who would be the best companion for that life? And you've gone through 65 pages of exercises that I prepared for you very specifically to answer those 3 questions. You're not going to have any doubts about, you know, your personality, your identity, who you are, what you want, and what you deserve in life. Okay? And when you approach a girl and you know who you are and you know what you want, well, now you're screening her. You don't get rejected after that, bro. You don't get rejected after that. It's like you're screening her, not the other way around. There's nothing better that put you in that buyer's frame. There's 1,000 other things that are covered in here as well, but you know, that would be, you know, one of the main things I would get you to focus on to get that buy-in. Know who you are, know what you want, put yourself in a position where you're screening her versus the other way around. Now, you know, what up, Evan? I see you there. What's good, Evan? Help become an executive from a tradesman and help me get more pussy than the first 38 years of my life, not 3. Man, you know, thanks a lot, Evan. I appreciate what you said there. And, you know, 20 years ago, bro, I was unloading fucking semi-trucks, man. So as far as being a tradesman and now you're an executive, 20 years ago, man, I was unloading fucking semi-trucks at Walmart. And, you know, and if somebody would have told me the advances that I could have made in 20 years time, I wouldn't have fucking believed it. I would have thought they were trying to fucking steal my kidney or fuck me in the ass or something. I would think it was a total lie. And, you know, lo and behold, you know, so I'm living that reality, man. So, you know, and I used to do construction work as well, Evan. You know, my father's friend ran a small construction business. And, you know, I remember being a roofer, doing all kinds of fucking manual labor. That shit sucks, bro. But, man, fucking, yeah, shout out to you too, Evan. You can do anything you want, man. Nicholas, yeah, certainly you can get a copy for your buddy as well. Certainly get a copy for your friend as well, Nicholas. And, you know, just perhaps you put in his email to send the information to, and he can work it out with you, man. So just put his email in, I think, or you could just call directly the Real Social Dynamics hotline. You can call them directly or email support at Real Social Dynamics. Any of those permutations will get you what you want, man. But absolutely, I think if you simply put in your friend's email, that would probably be the best way to solve this situation for you. What we got here, Jose? What are some of the lessons you learned from mentors you pay for? You know what? You learn how to save time, Jose. You learn how to save time. The time is the most valuable thing you got, bro. Time is the most valuable thing you got. So when I see somebody that's like, oh, I'll just do it myself. I don't know. I mean, why don't doctors change their own tires on their car? How come when a doctor, when his wife drops some shit in the toilet and clogs it up, how come he hires a plumber instead of putting why doesn't a surgeon just put his hand down in the toilet and just see what happens? It's like, people should focus on what you're good at, bro. Like, save your time, man. Focus on the things that you're best at. And there's things that a good mentor knows that you'd never figure it out by yourself. I would just ask you this, man. It's like, if you had to make an option between, if you had to make a decision with no other information, you'd be like, hey, man, you could either have free laser eye surgery or $10,000 laser eye surgery. Which one sounds like a better deal, man? I don't want free. Free is like, there's no value, man. There's a reason it's free. So, people that pay for things pay attention to things. And, I've seen this happen again and again where, I've even seen myself do it. I've been invited to like groups, $25,000 mastermind groups, things like that. I've been invited to those type of groups, and, with rare exception, like almost never, I can't actually think of a case where a guy that came there for free gets the same results as the guy that paid 25 grand. The guy that paid 25 grand is dedicated his results. So, nah, man, I don't like free. I want to pay somebody who's already a professional, that's already a subject matter expert, to keep me from fumbling around, to keep me fumbling around. Bilal, been struggling in answering your 3 questions. What should I do? You should buy the fucking 10 Commandments a game, Bilal. You should buy my fucking 10 Commandments a game that's on sale for $1,000 off right now. And it has a guidebook to help you work through those 3 questions. That's what you should do, Bilal. You should go do that right now. Hugo, should I get, in case of a hard case newbie, do you think I should get more experience, get the most out of this program, or wouldn't be a problem? Look, all of us were newbies, Hugo. You know who some of the most hard case newbies were? Is people like me, people like Owen. Those are some of the most hard case newbies. So, I think you should follow the advice that we give you. So instead of having all the same goddamn problems as us, you could bypass years of those problems and just go get that success, man. Just go get the success. Walter, there's no need for a coupon. It's currently linked up. It's currently linked up right now, Walter. So during this promo, you can go buy it for that $1,000 off discounted price, or the 3 payments, whatever is best for you. Just go to the rsdderek.com/go. Go check that out, and you're good, man. You're in. Philip, shit tests. If you really don't care, can you just not address them, or is it better to address them verbally using some of the techniques? Most things you could just ignore, bro. Like, this is one of those, I hate to say like a frame battle type of thing, but a girl has to test you. The common misconception is a guy thinks a shit test is a bad thing. And it's not. A shit test is your best goddamn friend, man. The girls don't go around like giving dudes a hard time. They don't go picking on like the elderly and shit, man. The girls aren't like malicious and vindictive like that. So, getting that shit test, it basically means that she likes you and she's attracted to you. She's interested in you on some level. Don't think that that's a bad thing. It's absolutely not a bad thing. It's something that, when you're getting that so-called shit test, things are going your way, bro. Things are going right. So, the best way to get past that, I would say, depends on the context, obviously. I do address that very deeply in this program, clearly. Depends on the context, but I just ignore a lot of stuff, unless it's, if she brings it up a second time, then you might address it or bat it away, but don't stress about it. It's like, this is a question like, hey, things are really going well. The girl likes me. She's obviously attracted to me. She's busted my balls a little bit to see if I'm going to cave like a pussy or if I'm the man that I presented myself to be. So, what should I do with that, Derek? well, you should be fucking thankful, be happy that you're in that situation, and you know, you'll be a lot better off. You know, sex is right around the corner. Daniel, also something about shit tests here. You know, do I think I get more shit tests as compared to 5 or 10 or 15 years ago? Yeah, I do get more shit tests. Let me tell you why. Is because higher level game, you're going to go elicit shit tests. You're going to go nudge the girl. You know, you're going to say things that are a little controversial or a little, how do you say, you know, congruent with your personality, but might not fit public social narrative. Okay, so you can say whatever the hell you want to say, do whatever you want to do, and you know, she's going to test you on that and see, like, is this guy full of shit or is he for real? Is he for real? And you know, when she just sees like, oh, this dude's solid through and through, you're gonna see a couple things happen, man. You're gonna see that, you know, girls that already liked you are gonna like you way more, and they're gonna close easier. Okay. Then you're gonna see that other girls that would have been on the fence, they're like, you're not her type per se, but she's like, well, he's still, you know, I'm excited. I'd like to meet a good man, and this is by far the best available man. This guy's not full of shit. I know who he is. I know I can trust him. So he's not my ideal partner, but he'll do for tonight. That's called a one-night stand. There's worse things that could happen to you, bro. Don't feel bad about it. Let me get a sip of water here. I'll chat with you guys for quite a while yet. What do we got here? We got Shenson. I see you, Shenson. What's good, man? I know we hung out before. I don't remember what city we were in, but you know, hit me up. Let me know what city we were in. But I know who you are. I can't picture the city right now. Yeah, Dan, you'll love it. You know, literally the closest thing to buying time. It's like I love investing in myself. You know, how do people think? How the fuck do people think, Daniel? I remember I just met you in New York, by the way. I know we got some boot camps coming up together. I'm really excited about that. How do people think, man, if you don't love yourself enough to invest in yourself, but you think other motherfuckers are going to love you? Why is somebody else going to love you when you don't love yourself enough to invest in yourself? How the fuck would that happen, man? I don't think that's fucking, that's crazy. That's crazy. What do we got here? Sam, can a new guy to pick up benefit from your boot camp, giving these built skill sets in other areas such as sports or music? Sam, that's my target market. Sam, I don't work with losers. You know, maybe you don't know this, but you know, I built several other businesses, mostly real estate related, and I did a lot of distressed investing as well. And you know, I make you know, 9%, 8 or 10% of my income comes from RSD, man. And I literally, and I don't say this to be smug, is I don't work with losers. I won't take them on my boot camp. When somebody talks to me that way, you know, like you know, basically from a frame of, you know, I'm a loser and I'm dedicated to being a loser, but I'd like you to show me some tip or trick or tactic to get results that I don't deserve. I don't work with those people. I refuse to take their money. I only want to work with people that I can offer them tremendous value, and they're actually going to go execute on it and make something, you know, tremendously valuable, get a fantastic outcome for themselves. So those are the only guys that I fuck with. So when you say, like, you know, would a boot camp benefit you if you had other skill sets? Like, of course. No, I love working with guys that, you know, I'd say the #1 screening test, the #1 litmus test that I know, should this man work with me or not, a man who is already good at something, right? And a lot of guys aren't, you know, but a man who's already, you know, maybe he went to college, maybe he went to grad school. That's nice. I did as well. I spent 9 years in university. So you know, obviously I respect it. But the other guys that do really, really good, military guys do excellent with me because they're disciplined men. They're used to executing. They're good executors. They're disciplined. They get shit done. So shout out to the military guys. You know, a lot of the engineers and mathy science nerds, they love me because I can talk statistics and nerd shit with them, and they love it. And, you know, there's nobody else in pickup can do that as well as I can do. You know, I went to the University of Chicago. It's the #1 business school in the world while I was there. And, you know, it's where nerds go to argue with other nerds, you know. So any case, other guys that do good is, you know, athletes, musicians, tradespeople. Those are my guys, man. So somebody that already has a skill set and basically has already learned how to learn, I can help that guy get fantastic results. Now, some guy that never wanted to do anything, well, you know, he's kind of fucked, you know. Guy that never cared enough about himself to learn anything, you know, oh well, he's not serious. It's not a real person, you know. So yeah, Sam, I'm your boy. If you're already talented and you're serious about this, come fuck with it. I got you. What do we got here? Best advice from Tyler. Best advice and mechanisms for melting the bitch wall, enticing the real woman within in the first 2 minutes. You know, it's got to come from a place of sincerity, Tyler. People know when they're being bullshitted. People are tired of being bullshitted. You and I are tired of being bullshitted. I don't want to fuck with, man, I don't want to fuck with people that are fake, man. That's why I say some of the stuff I do is like, I seen some numbnuts on here earlier who says, oh, is this a sales pitch? Fuck you, dude. Yeah, it's a sales pitch. I don't give a fuck if you buy my shit. The person who should buy my shit is the guy like I just talked about with Sam. It's the guy, if you're serious and you're motivated and you're an executor, yeah, you're going to get tremendous value from it. And you'll thank me for it. A guy who's like, he doesn't love himself enough to invest in himself, just wants free. He should go get free laser eye surgery. He should get free, he should get a fucking free heart surgery someday if he needs it. Free doesn't mean better, bro. It's like, I can't spend 2 years of my life for free, and I don't want to give away free to some loser who wouldn't implement it anyway. So, I priced something extremely affordable and made the most comprehensive thing. That's what's up, man. Like those are the people that matter in the world, frankly. I know that sounds very crass, but those are the people that matter in the world and the people that get shit done. I love you guys. I want to work with those guys. The guy that wants free versus the best value. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Conor McGregor don't have free coaches. John Jones, he don't have free coaches. Michael Jordan, he didn't have free coaches. My professors from the University of Chicago, Nobel Prize winners, some of them, they paid for their education as well. I don't want free fucking losers, bro. Getting around that bitch shield, man, is like, man, cut through the shit, get in there. You know who you are, know what you want, cut through the shit. Open like you mean it, get her fucking attention, lead strong. All of that's covered, man. These are in the first few commandments. You wouldn't even get to commandment 4 before you figured that out precisely. You would never have that problem again, Tyler. What else we got here? Didn't solve my logistical problems. So this is from Zedco. How the fuck do you pronounce a name like that? Zendco? Something like that. Still didn't solve my logistics problems. Can you give me some tips pulling girls to alleys, toilets, cars, etc.? Yeah, man. It's quite literally, this quick pull, this quick adventure situations, also covered in the program. There's illustrations. Quite literally, there's animations and illustrations in here of doing that in nightclubs and other non-traditional areas, I'll say. So definitely covered in the program. Quick tips on it is, yes, it's in commandment number 8, get it and check it out. It covers that in depth. Dan, again, was good. Stoked for all of this. Short bit of time, gotten such better quality life as it relates to people around me. It's only been for YouTube content. Plus London kicked fucking ass, met so many quality people there. So I got you, Daniel. Fucking, yeah, thanks for coming. I'm excited for more, bro. I'll see you on boot camp soon. Ruben, shout out to Ruben, love it. Shout out to Ruben, fucking kill it, big exclamations. A lot of value here. Hassan, thank you. Let's see, Josh. Yeah, shit test, just the echo of that. Shit test just moving our actions forward, man. Shit test is your best friend. Shit test is the best thing you could have and pick up. What do we got here? No, there's not a payment plan. Somebody's asking about a payment plan on the lower tier programs. No, man, it's a lower tier program. Buy the program if that's what's up. But yeah, we got you. If you want, the only payment plan is going to be on the top tier. I'm not going to offer a program payment plan on the lowest tier. A dope fiend could find a couple $100, man. Dope fiend can find a couple $100. You can too, Sam. If you're serious, get on it. Emilio, how do you go out alone? You go out, man. You put your fucking shoes on. We put left or right, makes no difference, man. Put a fucking shoe on. Put one foot in front of the other. Don't trip, man. Put one foot in front of the other. Get it done. What else we got in here? Milos, how to deal with approach anxiety. Approach anxiety is a normal thing, man. Everybody has a little approach anxiety. how do you deal with it is, you know, I talked about that in the Inner Game Bible, 73 pages, detailed 73 pages. Combine that with the Three Sacred Questions handbook, 65 pages. If you go through those two pieces of content and fill out that Three Sacred Questions handbook seriously, you're not going to have these approach anxiety problems. Anxiety is you not understanding your value. It's you misjudging the landscape, which is an evolutionary problem, which I address in the core program. And then once you understand the evolutionary part, how do you pragmatically get rid of that shit so you're not anxious and you just feel comfortable and at peace in the club? Which, by the way, is where all your results are going to come from. Is just that you can be in front of a beautiful woman and not be a weirdo. That's where all your results are going to come from. So yeah, that's in those two guidebooks, also covered extremely comprehensively in several parts of the program. But yeah, you don't have to have approach anxiety. No need. What else we got? Fernando, what would you do if you didn't have the money to buy this fire-ass program? I know you said go get it. How would you go get it? Do whatever makes sense for you, Fernando. Do whatever makes sense for you, bro. I grew up on welfare. So I'll tell you a quick story, Fernando. It's like my dad was in prison when I was a kid. My uncle was in prison. And, I lived with a half crazy woman, my mom. And, we grew up on welfare. And I remember when I didn't have fucking $2 in the household for her and I to buy a meal together, we literally had $1 in fucking pennies and nickels and dimes and shit. It's like $1.13, I believe, if I recall correctly. We didn't have $2 to go buy, 2 McDonald's burgers. I figured out how to go from that. I built my own businesses, went to the best schools, etc. Figure it out, bro. Figure it out. The guys that are serious figure things out. If a couple $100 is an obstacle that would get in the way between you and elite success and abundance and having higher quality options and absolute abundance of options to live your life how you want to on your own terms. If that doesn't sound like an equation worth solving, that's cool, man. Success is not for you then. It's no worries. I get it. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants the best shit, bro. Not everybody wants to be successful. A lot of people have little blockages inside, you got, called success barriers. A lot of people have success barriers. They don't have the fucking self-esteem, the ingenuity. This may be the most important thing I said tonight. It's like, people that are like, they look at something and they think it's a problem or it's an obstacle. Yeah, it's an obstacle. There's a lot of obstacles. Everything in life is a fucking obstacle, man. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Those obstacles that you think you're dealing with, obstacles is, that's a way for you to show your brilliance. To overcoming that obstacle, that's a way to demonstrate to women. It's a way to demonstrate to high quality man that you're a fucking serious dude. And you're going to use your brilliance and your ingenuity and your resourcefulness and your perseverance and your dignity and integrity. And you're going to push hard and do things that other people were unwilling to do. And you're going to solve problems that other people didn't want to solve, or they were too dumb to solve. And, men sort themselves out that way. Guys sort themselves out that way. The ones that see a problem and they look for a solution, those guys, they're going to be well financially rewarded. Those guys are going to have all the pussy, so it's called the Pareto principle. Look up the Pareto principle someday. Pareto principle, for those that don't know, I know many of you already would. The Pareto principle is, it just says, that 80% of the benefit's going to go to 20% of the people. Or says the other way that 20% of the people are going to get 80% of the benefit. And you can apply that a second time. So if you go to that top 20%, you could say the top 4% of them are probably going to get 96% of the goodies in the world, and so on and so on. And I always wanted to make sure that I did everything that I could to be in that, that top 20% of the top 20% of the top 20% of the top 20%, so I could be well into the top 1%, so I could do whatever the fuck I wanted, So that's what's up, man. If you're looking at the world and you're seeing problems, find some solutions, man. And don't be mad if you don't want to do that. There's no worries, bro. Stay right where you're at. If you can't solve your current problems, you're not qualified to have better problems. A man who's not currently solving his current problems, if he can't work on his current problems, he's not going to be qualified to solve better problems. He's going to be stuck right where he's at. So that's not a great thing. That's not a great thing. Look at those problems as opportunities. Look at those problems as an opportunity to have a fantastic life, to get over obstacles, to have a fantastic life, to have the best possible life for you, Let's see here. One more. Ruben, what's good? Brandon, I see your comment. Thank you. I appreciate that. Charlie Munger is a hero and probably a long-cocked pimp in his own right. Ruben, what's good? Determined to get good women. Already seeing results from other instructors now. Your content will be elite level. Yeah, it is elite level, Ruben. If you're not on board, get on board. I don't know if there's any of those 25 bonuses. Those are probably gone. Get in, bro. Get in. I love it. Get in. I love to work with you. You want elite results, man? I'm here for you. That's what we're here for. All right. Last couple thoughts on here. I'll do a couple more questions in a minute. Let me do a little summary wrap up here, and then I'll answer just a few more questions if you guys want to hang out with me late in the night in Vienna. Well, Maurice, one more. Should I get this or a different program designed to make me more money? You know, Maurice, the two things that I really cared about a lot in life was abundance with women and abundance with finances. And, you know, I liked finances so much that I went to business school twice. I went to, I pulled myself up from literally from poverty, American poverty. It's American poverty. And everybody here has got a sad story. I don't think mine is so special, okay? But I wanted those two things so bad. You know, I wanted to have an abundance of beautiful women and make sure that I spend my time with the best woman, not just some raggedy ass hoe, like the best woman. I wanted to have a high quality, brilliant, beautiful, well-educated and talented woman. That's the only type of woman that I was spending time with. But yeah, man, those are the two things I spent my whole life, bro. I spent my whole life solving those two problems is, the financial parts, the social skills, to get those two things. If you don't think that money and women are correlated, you haven't thought about it the right way. And you should definitely get this program. It's going to show you the overlap of like, what does offering value mean? How do you attract the highest quality people into your life? How do you keep them in your life once you got them there? How do you make yourself the best product? How do you make yourself the type of man that your ideal woman would want to fuck with if she knew that you're you? Okay? How do you make yourself the ideal product that your customer would want to buy? That's what you got to give people. If you don't provide a consumer surplus, if you don't provide a fantastic woman, more than she could get anywhere else, she can go somewhere else. When I make you guys a product offer, when I say something, I've only had 3 programs my whole fucking life, by the way, okay? So, with RSD, I have, it's boot camp, okay? 10 Commandments, Brotherhood, and I did a business program recently also, all right? Now, man, I don't fucking make a bunch of bullshit. I'm not some asswipe. I've been around for fucking, almost 17 years, bro. And I created 3 programs ever: Brotherhood, business program, and this in 17 years. This ain't some money grab scheme bullshit. This is that real shit, man. So there's a ton of overlap in the social skills, the psychology that you need to understand. If you buy this program and you can't get your money back, you must have bumped your fucking head. You must have had a severe concussion. So getting that program, why do I call it an investment? Like, you will get your money back. You will get your money back, the financial number. You'll get that back many times over. But a lot more importantly than that is, the peace of mind that you have with the women part, that, you go implement these things for a few months. You're not going to be thinking about a girl. You won't be thinking about a girl any more than like a fish is thinking about water. A fish is just immersed in water. That's just the environment that it's in. There's plenty of water. Fish ain't spending no fucking time thinking about water. All right? You ain't going to spend any more time thinking about a girl. Like, pay your dues for a few months. Do the things that I suggested in this program. If you go do those things, you have that handled. But what are you going to do with all that spare time, bro? You're going to go get money. You're going to go get money. You're going to have more leisure time to do the shit that you want to do. You're going to have more time to be productive and accomplish your financial goals, so you can have freedom to spend your time how you. That's all money gets you, by the way. All money's going to get you in life is like the freedom to spend your life the way you want to spend it, instead of doing some fake ass shit and pretending that shit's important. You have to do what you want to do, not some fake ass shit you feel like you have to do. So, yeah, is this program going to help you get money? Yes, that's 100% it will. 100% it's going to help you get money. If you came to my business conference in London, like a few of these guys did, is that going to help you get girls too? 100% it will. That's what's up. Okay, I'm going to go through this last little summary here, and then I'm going to answer just a few more questions. Pop up your final questions. I'm real happy to answer a few more. Super excited. but let's go through this little summary quick. Let me have a sip of water here. All right, here's what's up. 10 Commandments, last summary of, what does that offer? What's entirely included here? 10 Commandments of game core training, $49.97 value. 8 topics, topic specific instructor or master classes. I want to remind you, these are not interviews. We didn't say master class because I meant interview. These are fucking deep dives on very specific topics that are going to help you solve some of the key issues, the most fucking annoying issues that you have in pickup. That's what these are for, with me and the other instructors, with all of the other instructors. They're all on there. It's over 10 hours, deep dive, very topic specific. 22 client success case studies. Again, these are my wingmen, my closest friends, my wingmen from all around the goddamn world. These guys came on here to fucking help you, to tell you some of their story, tell you how they overcame various problems and obstacles that they had so they could be fucking successful superhero motherfuckers. You don't want to miss that. I think it might be one of the most valuable things on here. And it sounds underrated. Why did I do 22 of them? Why didn't I do like 3? If I just wanted to make some fucking bonus, I could say, oh, we'll do 3 of them and then we'll call it a bonus. No, motherfucker, there's 22 of them. There's 22 of them. Any walk of life that you might come from, if you're a tradesman, if you're a military guy, if you're a goddamn gangbanger in the fucking hood and you decided to turn your life around and not be locked up and shit. If you're a fucking graduate school nerd like me, if you're doctor, lawyer, whatever, wherever the fuck you're from, if you're I got Indian computer engineers, I got white computer engineers, I got everything. Any type of walk of life you're from, whatever country you're from, whatever continent you're from, I got somebody on there like you that's going to tell you how to fucking bypass a lot of problems and fucking, just get to the fucking success, man. I think it's one of the most valuable things on there. That shit should be priced a lot more than that. The 3 Bibles I mentioned, all right? Those 3 Bibles are going to make your fucking life. You're going to be, there's over 200 pages of content just there. You're going to be very excited about those. You don't know how good they are. Just like, oh, 3 Bibles. Over 200 pages of very specific content, personally written by me. This is not some bullshit I would outsource to an assistant or something. This is like, deep dive, precise shit, going to help you solve serious problems in your life. You need them. Infield technical game guide. Again, this is a fucking infield triage guide of like, you're in the club, you're stuck in your head, you're having a fucking state crash, you're having a problem of some kind. What do I do? You look at your fucking infield technical game guide on your phone and the answer is fucking waiting for you and you're a fucking gangster and a superhero back to action. You put your fucking cape on and you get back to action. That's what the fucking infield technical game guide is. You're going to love that. The raffles, the dinner raffle is like, it's going to be 10 other guys. Some of them on this webinar right now. Some of them chatting with us right now. Be 10 other guys plus me and some of my team around a dinner table in Las Vegas, Vegas Summit. You're going to be at Vegas Summit for free. You're going to be at dinner with me for free. You're going to meet fucking 9 other fucking dudes at the table that are going to be winners of this for free. And then me and my crew. It's going to be one of the best dinners you ever had in your life. It might be the best. If you had to pick between hanging out with your mom's, if I schedule it on your mom's fucking birthday, ditch her and come to this fucking event with us, and you're going to be thankful that you did. New Year's, the fucking New Year's thing, best boot camp of the year. I say with all sincerity, like, go buy that shit right now, and if you're the winner, we'll refund your money. And I'll be able to sell it to somebody else, no problem. The shit's going to sell out anyway. All right, New Year's, I got a seat reserved for one of you is going to be on New Year's boot camp with us. 5-day boot camp, best boot camp of the year, my last New Year's boot camp. It's not going to be a New Year's boot camp next year. All right, I'm not doing that 2 years from now. This is the time. You want to change the fucking decade? You want to change your life? Just come study this shit. Come join us on New Year's boot camp. You're going to love that shit. You're going to go into the next decade fucking right. 2020 is going to start off with a pleasantly moist area in your genitals. Pleasantly moist in Las Vegas in the middle of a desert. 30-minute game accelerator coaching call. And that's 30 minutes with one of my primary assistants. You're going to be on the phone. It's not a sales pitch. It's not any hype. It's just you get on the phone, tell them what your sticking points are, tell them what's going on, tell them if there's a little fuzzy spot. You went through the program. You're like, hey, I understood A, B, C, D. How does this and that relate to each other? They're going to have you help you hit that breakthrough epiphany so you can implement everything perfect, okay? So that's just another bonus for the guys that buy just the top tier program. You get 30 minutes on the call with one of the guys that spend, 50 or 70 boot camps with me, all around the world with me. So the guy's going to help you fix whatever's going on. No doubt, no problem. 5 killer bonuses. I can't even break that all out, every detail of it. It's fucking fantastic. It's going to be balling. Let me just tell you bullet points again. What are those 5 bonuses? Is, you're going to be on the Brotherhood program, just silver membership. It's going to give you a taste. It's going to give you a taste of the Brotherhood. If you're already a Brotherhood member, if you're a silver member, we're going to extend your membership 3 months. If you're a gold or a Knights tier member, you can write me directly on the Brotherhood. Let me know, and I'm going to hook you up. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to give you quite yet. Write me on the Brotherhood. I'm going to hook you up. You're going to be very fucking happy. Bonus number 2 is the Brandon Carter interview. That's a fucking dope ass. He's one of my guys that Brandon's a good friend, man. And Brandon's one of the guys that I think of as like a very motivating type person. I like him. I love spending time together. Actually, when I go back to America in 9 days, we're going to the gym and we're having dinner together. We got a fucking appointment with each other for 4 hours, 9 days from right now. I'm super excited about that. I'll be spending my Easter weekend with Mr. Carter. Bonus 3, pre-club motivational battle cry rant. Battle cry rant. If you think I sound excited about telling you about this shit, is like I structured that very specifically to help you fucking get in the right headspace and in the right mood so you can go out and have a fantastic night. It's going to help you do that. Number 4, super secret bonus. Super secret. All right, what's this shit? Super secret. I can't tell you because it would ruin it, motherfucker. If I told you what it was, it would fuck it up. And I can't invite everybody. So, I'm going to invite you, but you got to be on this first group of people to buy it. We're going to kill these bonuses, okay? Bonus number 5, your lifetime summit passes. Your lifetime summer passes to come fuck with us in fucking Vegas, in Miami, in Europe, wherever the hell we're at. Total value of all that, over $23,000, man. $23,115. And like I told you, we ain't gonna charge you 23 fucking thousand. But you know what? If it solved any of those problems I told you earlier, if it solved one of those problems, you'd be a wise man to pay 23,000. And the public is gonna pay $19.97 for this later. But if you buy it right now, it's your last chance to buy this shit. If you want to buy it right now in this pre-launch, you're going to see a countdown timer when you go to the page, man. Get in there before the countdown timer ends. $9.97. It's full $1,000 off. If you need a payment plan, you got a payment plan. No worries. For those of you that have like a calling like I do to live like a fucking complete life, a life of total abundance, man, to have whatever the fuck you want and do what you want, I'm the right coach to guide you down that path. There's nobody else going to do that better than I can. I'm going to help you achieve and exceed your current goals, man. And I'm here to help you all that I can. I'm here to help you make a informed decision if you're willing to do this. And, if you're willing to do what's necessary, have a fucking complete life and total abundance, those are the only guys that should work with me. If you don't feel that same calling to fucking ball hard and do what you want, just saying it more articulately, if you don't feel that same calling that I do to like spend your life on your terms, to have real freedom, to have like true abundance and do what you want in life instead of doing some fake shit somebody else told you you're supposed to do, man. I don't know, man. I can't help you. If you don't want to help yourself, I can't help you. But if you're a motivated motherfucker, if you're serious guy, you want serious outcomes, your time is valuable, you're going to die someday. If that's not motivating, I don't know what the fuck is. You're one of those guys that's smart enough to know like, oh, it's unlikely that I'm the first immortal human. I'm going to fucking die someday. What do I want to get done between now and then? Oh shit, I better get some fucking coaches. I better get some teachers. I better have somebody to help me, fucking guide me so I don't have to make the same fucking mistakes they did. I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did, man. I don't want you to make the same fucking mistakes that Owen did. He and I had each other to learn from each other. And we had a whole team of fucking guys around us. And you don't have to fumble around in the dark for a fucking decade to get this figured out, man. So, man, if you're serious, get on with it. Get it, rstderek.com/go. Click on this shit. Get on board. Let me know how I can help you. I'm going to answer like 3 or 5 more questions right now. What else we got here? What did the boys submit? What we got? Daniel, love to hear a quick bullet point summary of your thoughts on day game. I'm interested in your thought process, experience with it, and or conclusions about it. Yeah, Daniel. I mean, look, day game is cool, man. Like, I'm not like a purist. Like, I think, oh, only nightclub. You know, do I think the nightclub is a better training ground? Absolutely. If you think you're going to go like practice your day game and you're going to get fucking similar results as a guy who's like, you know, practicing his club game, if you will, no, that's not going to happen, bro. It's like, how would that happen? That's like the guy that's like wrestling the teddy bear in the living room versus the guy that's like in the gym with fucking like trained killers, like MMA fucking trained killers. So, you know, if he was serious about MMA, you're going to go in the gym and you're going to get fucking smacked in the head once in a while and you're going to learn how to do things properly. And then, you know, then if you're in a real life situation, you're going to get fantastic results. You know, boot camp is that. That's what I do on boot camp with guys. Is that's like a training ground in the club to make sure that they're not wasting their time, that they're doing things the right way, engaging in the best practices, thinking the right way, so they can have fantastic results, man. And you know that's what a coach does. That's what a coach does, bro. It's like that's why you get a that's why you get a teacher. It's why you went to university, perhaps, or you know you learned a trade, or you learned an instrument, or you learned a sport. So you know you go to the place where things are tough and you train really hard. So then when you go out and do your little day game, it's quite literally like very effortless, you know, like very, very effortless. So no disrespect to day game. If you made a financial analogy, that'd be like saying like, you know, it'd be like a guy that only accepts money from one source. He's like, I only want to make money from my career. You know, if I found a winning lottery ticket, I wouldn't cash it. It would infringe on my integrity. Or if I found $100 or £100 or €100, I would never pick up that €100 note. You know, think of how ridiculous that would be. So yeah, Daniel, you know, you do the training in the club, man. You do the training in the club. So, you know, that way when you go out in the street and you see a pretty girl on the street, by all means, go meet her, man. Go meet her, go say hi, introduce yourself, get her attention. It'd be easy, man. It'd be super easy compared to what you have to do in a nightclub when you don't have all that loud music and flashing lights and crazy shit. Day game's super easy if you did the training in the club. If you did the training in the hard environment, you're going to get easy in the easy environment, easy results. If you're not willing to do the hard shit, you're going to fumble around and you're going to waste a lot of years of your life that wasn't necessary, you know? Jetleer, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Jetleer. What's the best way to keep on going when it's getting hard and you're getting rejected left and right when you hit a plateau, man? You know what? I'm going to tell you a little story, bro. What's up, Daniel? I didn't know that it was, that's good, man. Jetleer, man, look, check this out. You know, once upon a time, Owen and I think, you know, maybe 2007, 2008, we were in this fucking place. We were in Honolulu, and it was a Thursday night. I remember it was Thursday night because there was the hot club on Thursday night. You know, Honolulu is a pretty small city, but there's like one hot club on Thursday, and it was called Pearl. And Owen and I, we went out to Pearl, and it's mostly Asians, and that's cool. I like Asians. That's great. You know, it's mostly Asian girls. And well, when we went out to the club, man, you know, a lot of them are tourists. A lot of them, they're from Japan, they're from Korea, you know, and they don't speak any English. They're like tourists from Asia. So Owen and I, we're hitting on these girls left and right, and you'll go up and meeting the girls, chatting with the girls, and you're trying to, and there's, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know, they give you little funny faces and shrug offs, and some of them are just, you know, pretty mean even, all right? And, you know, we didn't give up, bro. You know why we didn't give up? Because, you know, the girl you go home with, it tends to be the last girl of the night, man. The girl that you went home with is probably going to be the last girl you talk to that night, ain't it? So I always thought to myself, one more set, man. Just one more. Just one more set. Just one more. One more set. One more set. You know what? And that philosophy of one more, let me tell you how that night went. Is, you know, Owen and I, we hit on, you know, 40-something girls, man, like more than 40, each one of us over 40, some of them multiple times. So probably, you know, what you would call a blowout or a rejection. Maybe we had 60 of those, 70, I don't know. But we talked to 40-something girls each, and we looked at each other, and that's the hot club, man. There's not really like a great second option. We looked at each other, and, you know, it would have been totally permissible, man. Like, bro, if it was me and you, and you know, I seen you go approach fucking, you know, 45 girls, 60, 70 blowouts, okay? It would have been totally permissible if you're like, man, you know, this ain't working out tonight. Let's go home and get some sleep. That'd be reasonable, wouldn't it? I mean, it sounds reasonable, but that ain't what we did, you know? I said, well, things ain't working out right here, man. Like, let's bounce over to Mad Dogs, which is just as shitty of a place as you would imagine, okay? Let's hop over to a place on an off night Let's go to a place called Mad Dog Saloon, I believe it was called, which is a shitty little tourist trap, all right? And we go in there, and I don't know, there might have been a dozen people, all right? We walked in there, and, you know, there's two Norwegian girls. And after getting blown out, I don't know, 70 times, we walked up, we talked to those two girls, and, you know, 20 minutes later, done, gone. We were leaving with them. Done, easy. And you know, one more set, man. There's just one more. Go to the next club. Go hit on the next girl, bro. You know, one of my good boys, one of my assistants and dear friends of mine, Graham, you know, he talks about in his pickup journey, he'd go out on like a Tuesday night in a small town, and it'd be like two women in the bar. It'd be like a very fat woman, and then like a cute woman with her husband. And he's like, well, I got to go talk to the fatty and work on my eye contact. And then after I warm up, I got to go talk to the fucking wife too, you know? So, you know, that's what's up, bro. You know, so the guys that are willing to do that, as you say, like when it gets hard, when you don't feel like it, and you go do it anyway, well, those are guys that are going to have a great outcome. That's a guy that's serious about his success. Yeah, I see you. What's up, man? Jitlear, Gashi. Those are guys that are serious about their success. So, you know, those nights is what's going to make you, man. You don't get to build your fucking self-esteem at a time that's convenient for you, bro. You don't get to fucking build self-discipline at a time that's convenient for you. You can only work on your self-discipline at a time when it sucks balls and you fucking hate it. You only get, you know, self-discipline's a muscle, man. You only get to work on your self-discipline muscle at a time that is, by definition, is inconvenient and you don't want to do it. You can only build your self-discipline when you're doing something you don't feel like doing, but you're going to do it anyway because you love yourself, because you respect yourself, because you believe in yourself, because you want the best fucking outcome possible for yourself, man. So just one more set, man. That's the girl you're going to go home with tonight. That's the only girl that you can go home with. It's going to be the last one that you talk to. That's what it's going to be, man. It ain't for everybody. A lot of guys won't do it. You know, a lot of guys won't do it. Now, I touched on this earlier. It's something I've thought about a whole lot this year. Like I really, really thought of a lot this year. It's like this is, you know, it's kind of a paradox you got to reconcile where the guys that get really good, at anything, somebody, you know, all of us is fuzzy. A lot of things aren't natural, you know, a lot of things that you want to accomplish, a lot of things I want to accomplish are same things. And first thought is this, is like, you know, you and I mean all of you, you know, you and I, us specifically, we have the same goals, you know who else has got goals just like us, who wants some of the same stuff we do? You know, some homeless dudes, some fucking homeless dudes, they want to have fucking, they want to have some of the same results that we do. You know, gypsies, homeless, everybody wants to have the same shit that we want. And, you know, guys are going to go compete for that, man. But, you know, a guy don't really take no action. If you don't see a path to get something, if a guy doesn't see how he's going to fucking make something good happen, he probably ain't going to. If you don't see the path, you won't take the fucking steps, man. If you don't see the path, you won't even take the first step. But the great thing about being a guy, I think this is just part of like male human nature, okay? And some aggressive females. But for men, I think there's a paradox like this. It's like when a guy sees that path forward, when he sees like how he could win, you know, when he sees like fucking, how do I get that fucking success? How do I get the shit I want in life? When that path is a little less murky and a little more clear, you could take that fucking next step. And then it gets a little bit more clear and you have a vision, you see how things go your way and you can take that next step. And when you build a little habit like that, it becomes easier, man. It ain't harder. It ain't harder, man. It becomes easier to, you know, next step, next little thing. And, you know, when you start seeing those results, you're going to double down on your action. You know, when a man sees those fucking first results, when he gets through the fog and he gets through the murkiness and he sees those fucking results coming in, he sees the girls excited to meet him, excited about his approach, excited to make out with him. She's putting her hands on him. She's like, hey, come meet my friends. Hey, she's trying to buy you a drink. She's solving logistics. She's trying to close you, man. When those type of things start happening, when you see those results, because it's not so foggy and murky and fucked up, you're going to double down on your effort. And the guys that double down on their effort, you're going to get exponential outcome after that. And I do mean that. I understand mathematics. So for the other math nerds on here, I do mean when you see that more clearly, you will double your effort. And when you double your effort, you'll get an exponential outcome. The results come. The results come. All right. it's going to happen. Check out Walter here. Help Walter get his login. Now, you got to sort yourself, man. Are you willing to take that next step? The world don't give a shit. The world don't care if you take that step or not, man. But, you know, that's something for each one of us to decide if you're one of those type of people. I'm one of those guys. You know, the other guys that joined me tonight, you're those guys. I'm going to help you. I'm excited about it. And, you know, the last thought I guess I would share with you is like, you know, you get to vote 1,000 times every day. 1,000 times every day you get to vote what your future is going to be like. What kind of future am I going to have? What's my life going to be like? 1,000 times every day you get to make that little decisions. It's those little tiny decisions that are going to determine the quality of your life long term, man. Those little tiny decisions every day. Am I going to do some pussy ass shit? Am I going to procrastinate and wait for later? Or am I going to do the thing that I know I'm supposed to do right now? And, you know, the guys that take that action, the guys who are serious, man, bro, you're going to get fantastic results. It's guys that fucking take that action and say, no, I'm going to do the tougher thing. I don't do the thing I know I'm supposed to do. You're going to have fantastic results. There's no doubt about that. I see a couple guys talking about logins here real quick. Let me look into this and address it. Let's make sure I have a couple of my support team here, okay? So if you're processed here, don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it at all. You're for sure, you have my word, for sure you're going to get your login information real easy. I see many of you already got your login information. So yeah, don't trip on that at all. Not even a bit of a concern. So if it's not there, as soon as I get off this webinar, you're going to have it immediately. I'm going to make sure that my assistant's putting in an email right now that's going to help you with that. So yeah, there you go. Victor got his no problem. Several other guys said the same thing. So don't worry about it at all. You know, Steven, let's pick up with what we're talking about. Here, let's get this login thing. Go ahead and put that in there. Make sure this login thing is good. Okay, yeah, it says here that Josh and Walter, that there's only 2 people having a login issue and several, many dozens. Let me go look at this cart situation. Yeah, so there's many dozens of you, 60-some, 50-something, 60 people, which is half of the people that were listening on here today. You already have your logins, so there's only the issue with 2. So we're gonna get sorted out with you boys right now. I'm not sure what the issue is, but you're gonna get it. No worries, bro. Let me finish this other thought here. Who had a comment? Yeah, Steven, man. Yeah, I've been taking action for quite a while and beginning to see those results. It's happening. And when a guy sees the results, he'll double down, man. And you get the fucking outcome. And I love that, man. I love that. Look, man. I don't like kids. I got a vasectomy when I was 26. Some of you might know that about me. I don't like kids. It ain't for me, And that same amount of energy. I don't have a puppy. I don't have a fucking goldfish. I don't want the maintenance of taking care of a goldfish. And yes, I mean that. What I do have, the part of my brain that a lot of guys, they might have spent that with their son or daughter or something. A lot of that part of my brain, man, is I'd like to help you guys. I want to invest in my woman, and I want to invest in my close friends. And I really like helping you guys. Like, I didn't have the best childhood. And, this has been just like a fun passion project, man. This RSD stuff has been the most fun and most passionate, most exciting and fucking fun shit of my whole life, man. And when I can help somebody else avoid problems that I had, I'm just so delighted about that. It's just one of the greatest satisfactions I ever had in my life is, seeing somebody. I feel like you all, and I don't mean any disrespect, but I feel like my clients, it's like I want to look out for them like it's my fucking son or something and make sure like, all right, you little motherfucker, like, stop doing this and start doing that. And let's get these fucking results. Let's get this shit together. And, I'm probably a tough love dad in that type of situation where I'm gonna expect you to execute and do shit. But if you're one of those type of guys, universally, my guys have fantastic results with me. If you're a fucking executor, I'm your guy, man. There's nobody could help you better at this. Last thought here related to abundance, bro, is like, don't let somebody else steal the fucking future you could have had. You still got a lot of people on here. It's fucking 5 in the morning in Vienna. You know, it's getting late where you are for some of you. Don't let somebody else steal your future, bro. Don't let somebody else get the girlfriend you could have had. Don't let somebody else get all the one-night stands you could have had. Somebody else is gonna go fuck your fuck buddy, man. You know, if you ain't fucking serious enough to get on with, oh, I don't need a coach. I don't need help. I'm gonna do it by myself. Nah, you're not, bro. So I don't even know why you're fucking listening. I'm gonna do it by myself, people. I don't even know why the fuck you're here. You're not gonna do it by yourself. I couldn't have figured it out by myself. Owen couldn't figure it out by himself. We had each other, and we had a great team around us besides that. You ain't gonna figure it out by yourself. And, I don't mean disrespect when I say that. I'm just being honest. If you were figured it out by yourself, you would have done it already. You're not smart enough to figure it out by yourself. And, you know what? I wasn't either. And Owen wasn't either. It took us fucking 16, 17 years to get where we are. You could do that in the next month or the next 3 months, the next 12 months, depending where you're at. You could have those same results, man. About the time you put your ego aside and you just admit to yourself, you know what? I'm too fucking stupid. I'm too fucking stupid to do it by myself. I'm just, I'm here because I need help. I'm still on this fucking webinar because I know I need help. And I know this smug asshole talking to me probably could fucking help me fix these problems, man. About the time you put your ego aside and you're like, you know what? I'm here because I need help. Let me take the next step. Let me just take the fucking next step and, secure my fucking future, secure abundance in my life. By the way, this is a fucking guaranteed program. This program has a fucking guarantee. You see that on the page. So if you're having second doubts for any reason, the program's guaranteed. If it don't fucking work for you, come to one of my other live programs. Do whatever's good for you. The program's guaranteed. If it don't work, we'll give you a credit towards something else. No problem. No worries. No questions asked. See, Derek, it didn't work. I might have some personal thoughts about that because I know if you do the shit, it'll work. So it probably either means you were lazy or dumb is the truth. But, if you're not lazy or dumb, it'll work for you. And I'm here to help you, bro. So last thought, just this is like, a lot of people, some of you heard me say this before, but it's been a major thought on my mind, the last many months is like, some of you have heard the term like, fuck you money. What does that mean? Does that mean be a smug asshole and you got a lot of money, so you say, fuck you? Nah, I don't think so, man. I think it means that you have enough financial abundance that you wouldn't have to do something that you didn't feel like doing, that you don't have to do things that you don't want to. And if somebody didn't treat you right, you would never tolerate that. You would only work with somebody if it's like a mutually beneficial thing, if it's good for both of you, That's nice. I got fuck you money. I realized when I was 33, I realized I had my fuck you money and I don't have to work another day if I didn't want to. I enjoy stuff. I think I work a few hours a week. The rest of what I do is really fun. I'm productive 90 hours a week, but the rest of what I do is really fun. I think I work less than 10 hours for sure. But the other concept I want you to think about in terms of an elite lifestyle per se, or general abundance, I'm certain I coined this term, is fuck you pussy. And I want you to have so much fucking pussy in your life and such an abundance of sex, such an abundance of beautiful women trying to have sex with you. You just don't have to think about it. You just don't have to think about it. That if a woman didn't treat you right, you would never tolerate that shit. You would just get away from her. You'd go find another one. You just literally would just stop returning her phone calls. You just stop talking to that woman because she ain't the right woman for you. She don't belong in your life. She don't deserve to be in the life of a man like you. I want you to have so much abundance that you wouldn't tolerate poor behavior from a woman because you hold yourself to a high standard and you're a fucking high quality man. You should never deserve that shit. If you're a piece of shit dude, you're going to end up with a piece of shit woman, by the way. But if you're a high quality man and if you're here, that's true about you. All right. I want you to get that fuck you pussy. I want you to have such abundance and such quality in your life that you would never tolerate some second tier bullshit. You just have the best that life has to offer, man. So if you're the type of guy, you want to have financial abundance, you want to have abundance in your sex life, your dating life, if you want to have a fantastic life partner, guys write me all the time. I get invited to weddings. I get invited to fucking all sorts of social shit, baby showers. 2 dudes, they named their fucking children after me. They, sons, I hope. I'm sure they were both sons. I hope they were both sons. One of them might be fuzzy. But, 2 people named their son after me, man. And I think I'm so honored by that. I don't know what honor you could give a man better than that. That shit's really touching to me. So I'm going to bounce. I'm going to let you get back to your life. Make a firm decision, though. When you go back to your life right now, fucking get in this program. Go click on that fucking link. Join me, rspderek.com/go. And let me help you, man. You're here for a reason. You need some help. I'm here for you. Let me help you, man. Take care. Thanks for joining.